Hello, brothers. Um, hello. It's your dude, International Passport. First and foremost, how is my audio? Am I coming in loud and clear? How's the audio, brothers? Pressing one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. How's the audio, brothers? Pressing one in the chat if I'm coming in loud and clear. Before I go any further, thank you, Conrad Grant. Thank you, Mr. C. Ron. What's up, J Bones? Been a minute, bro. Hope you're well. Marvin Lloyd, thank you. Joe, Mike Lawrence, thank you very much. Welcome, brothers, to a live stream that I never thought I'd make. Not in a very long time, actually. I'm going to go straight into it. It's with sad news. You probably heard already that Kevin Samuels has passed away. Everyone in the channel knows who he is, what he's done, how big he was, the impact he's made. And on May 6th, I believe, yesterday, I'm in the UK, so we're ahead of you, brothers. It was announced that he passed away. Cause of death still unknown. A lot of people throwing out different reasons. I'm not going to listen to. I'm going to wait until the official report comes out. Kevin Samuels is gone. He's gone, and he's never coming back. And I've been very sad. I've been very upset since I've heard the news. I thought it was a hoax. I thought it was a very evil rumor started by someone, but I found out it wasn't. Brothers, it's very upset. Whenever I seem to be turning on the news, I seem to be looking at social media platforms. Always got to be a black man somehow losing his life. A black man that does lose his life and he gets mocked. But before I even speak about what the wicked people on social media are doing, particularly the ABWs, I want to give Kevin Samuels his flowers. I want brothers to pay tribute to what he's done, to respect and honor his accomplishments. Okay, he was a person that changed people's lives. He gave a voice to men, particularly black men, a voice that we've not had in a very long time. A voice where, you won't find on mainstream media, but a man comes out of nowhere, goes viral off the average at best video, and still sticks to the same concept that made him the man he is today. It's been a ride. It's been an incredible ride for Kevin Samuels. We've seen him come from a couple thousand subscribers to over 1 million subscribers. The message was getting out there. Brothers loved the message. Brothers found someone that could speak on their behalf to a global audience. Brothers, let me repeat that one more time. Black men found someone that could speak on their behalf to a global audience. Kevin Samuels. Everything that we thought was in our minds, we found out we weren't crazy. Other black men, they think just like us. They think just like you. And Kevin Samuels broke it down to a degree where we've not seen anyone on YouTube break it down like that. The tall, the tall, wavy well-spoken, incredible black man, an image where we thought we'd never see, being pushed on mainstream media, became possible on YouTube. And that's why he was so big. The brother that hardly swore, I never heard that brother say the N-word every time I watched it. His brother always kept it PG. There was no N-word used. This brother was an intelligent black man, Kevin Samuels. It's just sad. It's sad. It's sad, brothers. It is completely sad. It's completely sad. Whatever caused his death, it's just sad to just hear all these stories, hear all these rumors, and it's sad just to think that he will never be back. He literally had a live stream yesterday or a day before yesterday, and now the next day he's gone. You see how fragile life is, brothers. You see how fragile life is. One day you're here, the next day you're gone. It's crazy, man. Kevin Samuels was a great figure, and Kevin Samuels was a person that the passport community could relate to. Kevin Samuels did great work for the passport community, and here's why, brothers. Here's why. Yes, we have the channel to show you all these beautiful countries to go to, all right? But Kevin Samuels showed you in real life why you had to get your passport. Now, he never, maybe once or did twice, he did advocate, going out there and not just dating ABWs. Once or twice, he did advocate it down there. It wasn't his main message. His message was showing you just how dysfunctional and unrealistic these women are. And you're a high-working black man, and these are the type of BWs you have to wife up. Kevin Samuels showed you that in real person. He showed you that he wasn't crazy. You're not crazy. You're not crazy to think that, why is it so hard for you to get a decent woman in America? It wasn't your fault, brothers. It's the woman you're dealing with. And Kevin Samuels showed that. Now, if you were a smart brother, maybe you would have come across my channel or other passport channels. And then you see that you ain't got to settle. And that's what Kevin Samuels' message was. You haven't got to settle with these horrendous looking, delusional women. He was a great ally to the passport community. The passport community could see that these were the women that we have to date, we have to marry, and these women are not worthy of high value brothers that are on this channel. And mods, please be on the extra lookout for trolls. Let me know if there's a troll. Mods, Thomas, Nate Kelly, John Thomas. Let me know who the trolls are, and I'll give you permission to block them if possible. Now, carrying on further, the passport community will miss the brother Kevin Samuels. We will miss the message he pushed out. Better yourself every day, black man. Understand that, black man, you are worthy to get any woman anywhere. Kevin Samuels did say that once. He thanked black men. He said that black men were slowly getting their image back. And you know that I've always been a brother that always harped on about image. Image is very important. And Kevin Samuels knew that, and he congratulated black men, particularly black American men, for taking back their image. He understood the nuances of everything that was happening in the West when it came to the dynamics between black men and black women in terms of relationships. And now he is no longer here. Whether or not he had health issues that we didn't know of, that, it could have been avoided. Brothers, you got to make sure you look after yourselves. Make sure the health is right. Make sure you're drinking water, you're eating your fruits and vegetables, you're going to the gym, you're thinking right, you're not overthinking. And don't let stress get to you. Don't overwork yourselves and be easy, brothers. You only got one life. This isn't a Call of Duty game. This is not Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This is not Call of Duty Black Ops. This isn't Battlefield. This is real life, brothers. Once you die, you're not getting respawned back in seconds like a video game. That's it, brothers. That's it, brothers. Thomas, can you block Ashley BKS, please? Block her. Just block her. That's a troll right there. Any trolls trying to come on here, trying to cause division, you will be blocked. You're not welcome here. As I was saying, brothers, life ain't no Call of Duty game. Life ain't no FIFA game. Life isn't no Metal Gear Solid game. This is real life. Take care of the mind, take care of the body, sleep, look after yourselves, man. Take your vitamins. Man, brothers, it's the passport community have lost an iconic figure. His message will only grow stronger and bigger. His message will not be deleted. His message will not be oppressed. This is his work, Kevin Samuels. So sad. I'm literally sad. And then I go on social media and I see a bunch of horrible women mocking him, mocking his death, making memes out of him. You gotta be a sick, twisted individual to be mocking someone when they die. You must be a sick, demented person if you're mocking the death of someone and making memes out of them. Sickness. Absolute sickness. And who's a common factor? The Western BW, the modern Western BW, also known as the ABW and the UK BW. Women that we've been warning you, brothers, to keep away from if you want to live a peaceful life. Just sickening. Making memes out of the death of a black man. You see how little the lives of black men mean to them. You see how little the minds of black men mean to them. Black men that were changing things, that were trying to help the dynamics between black men and black women. It's crazy. People out here celebrating, having parties, making memes, trying to make the funniest joke. You got blue check Twitter talking out their neck against Kevin Samuels. Blue check Twitter. So-called prominent scholars, philosophers, media people laughing that Kevin Samuels apparently died alone. Well, I'll tell you how Kevin Samuels died. He died with a chick he was with. And knowing Kevin Samuels, that chick has been a fire chick. And she was Latina too. So how you feel about that right now? You know, he was iconic. He was iconic. And it's a damn shame that we're mocking the man of a man of his stature, what he's done for young men, for black men in particular. He was only trying to help out people. He ain't deserve this kind of animosity. But again, the lives of black men don't matter to these women. It's crazy. Shout out to Mr. Thomas Demihan for the £1.79 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support. It's much appreciated, bro. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Keisha's are absolute demons. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we're supposed to marry these type of women, according to Umar Johnson. We're supposed to protect the community and wife up these horrible Keishas. You must be out your mind. You know? And Kevin Samuels showed you, brothers, just how these women are. Don't want to take no advice, are arrogant, or rude, think they're some sort of queens, think they're above criticism, think that God gives to earth. What's going on? A whole bunch of nonsense happening in our community where black men are not respected. And Kevin Samuels showed you that. Straight from the get-go, they disrespected him. And then the man dies and you want to laugh? You want to mock him? Like I said, you must be a sick, twisted individual if you mock someone after they die and make memes about them, especially someone that's not your enemy. Kevin Samuels was no one's enemy. Kevin Samuels had a voice and an opinion, and he was entitled to that as a black man. But remember, if you don't worship BWs, if you're not saying they're queens, you know, if you're not literally bowing down to them, you're public enemy number one. Especially if you're a black man. If you're a black man who doesn't want to worship this type of woman. This is what we're dealing with in the community right now, whether you're in America or in the UK. Thank you, Thomas. It's crazy, man. So I'm going to open up the phone lines in 5-10 minutes. And I want brothers to call in, and I want brothers to keep it PG, pay their respects, speak about how Kevin Samuels changed your lives, you know, because he changed a lot of brothers' lives out there. He was a game changer. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. When it comes to black men, I told you I hate seeing when intelligent black men that want to do something for the betterment for other black men. I hate when I hear they suddenly drop dead, particularly when it's not an old black man. When it's not an old black man that it's that's 80, 85, 90. Going out in your 50s is way too young, and I don't want to see anyone on the channel go out in their 50s. So brothers, please prioritize your health. Please eat healthy. Please stress. I know as black men, life can be so stressful. But black men, I need you brothers to relax. Look after yourselves. Whatever you're going through, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Of the tunnel. Be positive. Believe in yourselves. Look after yourself mentally and physically. There is no second chance at life. You only have one life. You only have one shot. And that's why I want you brothers to get out of America, whether it's for a remote job or whether it's you permanently leaving America so you can start living life with the woman of your dreams. Don't let the stress of the woman or your job or whatever eat away at years of your lives. Now, I don't know Kevin Samuels' lifestyle. People are saying it's Red Bull. He drinks that too much. I don't know if that caused his death. All I know is that a great man has died. And we have to celebrate him, give him his flowers. And I want you brothers to speak about health. I want you brothers to call in and speak about health, how you're going to change your way of living, what Kevin Samuels did for you specifically. Keep it PG, no swearing or N-word use, you know, keep it positive. And pay your tributes to Kevin Samuels. Pay your tribute to him. Because there's I'm sick of it. Please, brothers, please look after yourselves. Let me read your super chats and I'll open up the phone lines. Man, I'm upset. I really am. I wasn't thinking straight today, and when it was confirmed that he died, I couldn't do any work today. I was just thinking about what the great things this man has done, and the great things he was going to do. A lot more great things. Shout out to Mr. Theo Waff for the $25 super chat. Thank you, Theo, for the support. Only hyenas enjoyed his passing. Yes, indeed, bro. Can you believe it? You know, me going through social media, Twitter, and seeing a bunch of memes, seeing a bunch of women that are supposed to love us, that are supposed to be our right hand woman, okay, mocking him, mocking his death, happy that he dropped dead. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it just shows you how messed up and demented the current black community is. And if you're a smart brother, you will run away from that community. Smart, educated brothers need to run away from the current black community because it is an absolute mess and it's only going to get a lot more worse before it gets better. Thank you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. John Thomas for the $5 super chat. Thank you, John. Kevin Samuels lived a life of class. Some clowns want to mock him in his death more than others, cause harm to real black people. Yeah, that's correct, bro. Cause real harm to black people. That's facts. You know, I don't respect any person mocking anyone after they die, especially if that person is not your enemy. Kevin Samuels was no one's enemy. He was a black man with a voice, and he was entitled to that voice. Too many people want to remove voices from black men. They want black men to suffer in silence. Kevin Samuels said, no, black men will suffer in silence no more. I repeat, black men will suffer in silence no more. This movement will only grow stronger. There will be a lot more Kevin Samuels in the near future. Black men are done suffering in silence. Black men are done being beaten and abused by BWs in our community, by any woman, regardless of her race, in the West. We have had to bear the brunt of talk show hosts demeaning and ruining the image of Black American men. Oprah, The Talk, The Breakfast Club, all these other talk shows always coming after our good brothers in the United States. And Kevin Samuels said, no more. That ain't happening. I have a voice and I'm going to speak my mind on how horrible these women are. Brothers, the world is yours. Kevin Samuels showed that to my Black American brothers in America right now. The world is yours. Go forth and conquer it. Go forth and conquer this world, Black American men. Thank you, John Thomas. Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the $5 super chat. Hi, IP. When I heard the news about KS, it hit me hard. Very sad. We lost a legend. Brothers, the Western ABW are psychologically sick in the mind, very sad. Yes, indeed. No, notice how we're saying the Western ABWs. We ain't talking about BWs worldwide. This has nothing to do with BWs in Brazil, in Colombia, in Asia. This has nothing to do with them. This is strictly a Western modern BW issue. BWs in America and the UK are quite simply undateable. Brothers, please keep away from them. If you're going to date and marry a BW, get her from Africa, from South America, and from Asia. Brothers need to pull away from the ABW's clutches. A lot of you brothers are still dealing with ABWs. I don't want to see that no more. UK brothers, stop dealing with UK BWs. Don't date them. Don't even kiss them. Don't even look at them. Okay? This is showing you that if you're not a black person, if you're not a black man that panders to a BW, she sees you lower as dirt. She sees you as a threat. Any type of black man that calls out BWs for their BS, that's a problem. You have to suffer in silence and you gotta let her walk all over you. Kevin Samuel said no more. And no more of that is happening with intelligent, intellectual black men. SYSBM is the movement. SYSBM will never forget about Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Conrad Grant. Shout out to Derek Featherstone for the $19.99 super chat. Thank you, Derek. Much appreciation, brother. Shout out to Frank Harris for the £16.27 cash app. Thank you, bro. IP carried the torch for KS. Brother, KS is his own man. We're all of us, we're all going to carry the torch for KS. We're all going to speak our minds and how we feel and how we feel about Western BWs. We're going to date the woman that we want. We're all going to have that high requirement as to whether we want to date a woman. She's got to be feminine, submissive, and fit. That is Kevin Samuels' message. We're all going to carry the torch for Kevin Samuels, bro. Thank you, Frank Harris. Much appreciation, brother. Shout out to Frank Harris again for the £8.10 cash app. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Michael Tyrone Smith for the £5.67 cash app. Thank you, bro. Thanks for speaking on Kevin Samuels tonight. No problem, brother. It's only right we give the brother his flowers. Awesome, brother. Awesome. So let me open up the phone lines. Let's keep it respectful, please. Damn. Mr. Theo Waff says he received a shout out in his last show. Just watched it again. Still makes me happy. Man, we're going to miss Kevin Samuels, man. Kevin Samuels was a real stand-up dude that respected men like Theo. He knew who Theo was. I know who Theo is, and Theo is a real stand-up guy. An intelligent brother with good ideals and good morals. You know, so if Kevin Samuels shouts out a brother like Theo Waff, then you know that Kevin Samuels was a great guy. Any brother that shouts out a brother like Theo is a great guy, because Theo is a great guy. Theo is an incredible person. We're going to miss you, Kevin Samuels. We're going to miss you big time. We're all going to miss you, Kevin. Modern day legend in our community. Whether you're a passport brother, SISBM brother, or a Manosphere brother, or Red Pill brother, we're all going to miss Kevin Samuels. He was a legend. Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Big Mac the Fisher for the $10 super chat. Keep working, brother. Appreciate you, Big Mac the Fisher, for your super chat. Thank you, bro. I will keep working. We all got to keep working to make sure Kevin Samuels' message never gets lost. That we still have our high ideals. That we still value to be high value men. Thank you, bro. So here's a link for you brothers to call in. Man, I'm hurt right now. It's going to be a weekend of me binge watching Kevin Samuels videos, his classics, you know, his message. Never let the message go away, brothers. So call in now, brothers. Okay? Keep it PG, no swearing, no N-word use, no crazy stuff. Let's keep it PG, okay? You know, we gotta keep it PG in this man's honor. All right? And so YouTube doesn't act up. You know they don't like what we do. They never like Kevin Samuels, but we're gonna push out his message. We will never get Kevin Samuels. Mr. J Bones, can you turn your camera on in the background real quick so I know you're not a troll? Yes, that is J Bones. Thank you, brother. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in J Bones. I see you, Theo, as well. I'm going to bring in Theo and J Bones at the same time. And we'll start off with, hold on, brother. Let me put my headset in. Let me bring in Mr. J Bones and Mr. Theo Waff. Two intelligent brothers. Been a minute, brothers. How are you brothers doing?
It's been a sad day. It's been hard. This is the third stream that I've been on so far. And I mean, it gets harder every day. And we have the right to be sad, to lament and to mourn his loss. But at the same time, I'm thinking very much about how the movement's going to be continuing afterwards. We need about a 10-day time period of mourning. But the framework for afterwards, my mind's concentrating on it.
You're right, Theo. It's been a very sad 24 hours. I remember when I first came across Theo, when I first came across Kevin, and I was like, wow, this brother, he's hardcore, and that's the kind of brothers we want to see more in our community. And he's gone, in 2022. Never would have imagined that, and it just tells you that tomorrow isn't promised, So any brother that has any health issue, any brother that's overthinking, stress, you got to sort that out as soon as possible, because you only have one life. This isn't a Call of Duty game. You ain't going to get respawned. Once you're gone, you're gone. And I'd be very upset if any brother on this channel just dropped dead, because I care about you brothers, man, honestly. It's sad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring in. Go on, Theo.
No, where's J Bones?
Let me bring in J Bones. What's going on, bro? You crying over there, bro?
What's up, IP? What's up, Theo? I'm coming in clear.
Loud and clear. Been a long time, brother. How are you?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of work. I've been working a lot, man. Been very busy. I've been checking out your streams though, IP. You really you never disappoint. You've been dropping some real hot stuff, so I'm really proud of you.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you, J Bones.
Yeah.
How
you feeling, bro?
A great man once said, "Wars come and go, but my soldiers are forever eternal." Wars come and go, but my soldiers are forever eternal. Tupac Shakur. I have no feeling within myself. A lot of people, are we disappointed that Kevin is gone? Yeah, but legend, man, fallen soldier. Like I see the guy like he never even left. I see the guy like he never even left. IP. Nobody's going to take away our joy about what Kevin did for us. Nobody. There's so many people complaining, talking about, oh, I'm watching YouTube or I'm seeing Instagram or Twitter and people are kind of insulting him. Let those people insult him then. They were disgusting demons before Kevin was around, and they're going to be disgusting demons after Kevin is gone. That's pretty much just it. Wars come and go, but my soldiers are forever eternal. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the squad. The squad is the squad, IP. The squad is the squad. There's no bending. The message does not change. We're not drifting off into space. We're not changing the course of action here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Wars come and go, but my soldiers are forever eternal. I have no feeling within my heart, rest in peace to the brother, but Kevin was a beast. Kevin was a legend. He saw Kevin came through like a quarterback after a handoff. You understand what I'm saying? Kevin came through like Randy Moss with 20 yards left, 6 seconds on the clock. MJ, like MJ need to hit the game-winning shot with 6 seconds left. Kevin saw the situation and he took it. This man was legendary. He was pivotal. Like, just imagine that. He overshadowed everybody. He came through and overshadowed everybody. His voice, nobody was able to do whatever he did. Like, he was a special person.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin was truly special. Like, he was just a man. I don't know how he did what I mean, in real life, I like to avoid these women, but the way that Kevin combated this situation, talking about how it's from a systematic point of view to always oppress black men. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even at a healthy point, IP, think about it. Our health has something to do with what Kevin was talking about. This is not just for entertainment, IP. Our health, our mental health, our physical health, it has everything to do with what Kevin was talking about. That's why I told you brothers before. I've been chopping it up and seeing our brother Tyshawn Rico. He's been up here on your channel before. From Brazil to Colombia, he's having an excellent time. He's on his IT situation. He's making money and enjoying himself. The game plan is still there. Nothing has changed, IP. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing has changed. Wars come and go, IP, but my soldiers, they are forever eternal. They are forever eternal. Wars come and go, IP, but my soldier, Kevin Samuel, is forever eternal.
Yes.
Nothing changes. Nothing changes, IP. Shout out to that brother, man. Much condolences to his family. We gonna keep it pushing. We gonna keep it pushing like nothing changed before. We gonna ride this thing till the wheels fall off. I go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac, or is a Cadillac on 4 flats? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed, IP. Wars come and go, but my soldiers are forever eternal. That's it.
Indeed. Hey, thank you, J Bones. Welcome back, brother. It's been a minute. Shout out to Mr. East Coast Kev for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. R.I.P. Godfather. Kevin was our gateway to get that passport. He tried with these ABWs. His work will carry on. Get them likes up. Yes, indeed. Thank you for that, East Coast Kev.
Let me go ahead and comment on that a little bit. I mean, so without Kevin, I never would have camped up. And when I got into the mix, and there were some other changes that actually happened as well. That Kevin Samuel's group, the mix is Kevin Samuel's group, I actually started realizing that I had a place and I needed to be more vocal. And this was really due to Kevin Samuel saying to us, be more vocal. Don't be so passive. Like, actually speak your mind. Actually do something. So I wouldn't have been in any of these panels without him. And then when it comes to the Manosphere meetups, that's Kevin. I mean, that's straight out. That's me talking to other people in the mix. Without him, I never would have met them. And then being inspired and saying, okay, let's do it. Let's do the Manosphere meetups. And then, of course, me coming on to here and talking as much as I have, that wouldn't have happened unless Kevin had been there. So I'm actually showing my face and showing you brothers about what to do. So the combination of me teaching IT and then SYSBM and together, and especially on this site in particular, this is due to Kevin Samuels. So, I mean, how many guys have I helped so far to go abroad? How many guys have I inspired, right? Quite a number. And they got more guys are coming through the pipeline. This isn't stopping at all. This wasn't going to stop for a long time. So hats off to him. This isn't going to stop. It's like you said. We got to keep on going. I like that. I like that line from Tupac. It's catchy. It's a good thing. Good thing to remember.
Thank you, Theo. I mean, without Kevin Samuels, I would never have met Theo. I mean, I met Theo through a Kevin Samuels stream I did last year, and Theo called in his light brown polo shirt. I remember, and I would never have met Theo C. And Kevin Samuels did that. His name did that. You know, him doing what he does made me and Theo link up. And Theo has helped out the channel. You know, helped out brothers on the channel. Helped out regarding foreign women content on the channel. Kevin Samuels did great things, whether it was directly or indirectly. That's a great brother right there. Before I bring in Thomas Debihan, shout out to Mr. Joseph Ashbury for the $150 super chat. Thank you very much, Joseph, for your support. Much love to you, brother and brothers who support the channel. RIP KS, we must remember him always. Double down people on our focus as men and continue to support platforms like this. Close ranks and forge forward and get your passport, people. Support the channel. The mission is vital. Yes, indeed, brothers. The mission is as vital as ever. Kevin Samuels is gone. He gave us the blueprint. We got to carry on that blueprint, and we got to make sure that we put ourselves first as black men, as straight black men. We matter. Our voices matter. Our physical being matter. Our mental beings matter. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Ashbury. Hopefully you call in, brother, and I hope you're doing well, bro. Thank you, Joseph. Let me bring in Mr. Thomas Demihan. Hello, Thomas. How you doing, bro?
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Thomas. How are you?
All good, brother. How are you, bro?
Bro, I've been down all day. I'm not gonna lie, mate. It's hit me hard. I wasn't expecting such news. I was coming back home yesterday. And I saw something on Twitter, something trending. Kevin Samuels. I checked out. People saying he died. Couldn't believe it, bro. So I'm still reeling from the effects of it, bro, because it's hurt me quite a lot.
Yeah, same thing. I didn't want to believe it. But I told myself, only time will tell. So when I woke up Friday morning around 6:45 a.m., I went on Google, typed in the Godfather's name, and I saw what I didn't want to see. It's a tragedy, IP. It's a tragedy. This man was a man of quality, a great role model for conservative-minded black men. He really promoted the positive image of black men. IP. This was a man who always wore a suit. Wearing a suit, looking conservative, looking clean. That speaks volumes. When Kevin Samuel taught me is this: our image as black men is essential. Always wear a suit. Never look dirty. Always wear a suit. Make sure you're a clean cut brother, because you will be taken seriously. Like Dave Bones used to say, everyone fears an intellectual black man. An intellectual black man will change the landscape of everything. We've had intellectual black men throughout history. IP, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Thomas Sowell. Now KS is a part of that legendary group.
Yeah.
His work his legacy lives on, IP. Through us, his legacy lives on. We're still continuing his work.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Thanks for that, Thomas. You want to add to that, Theo?
That's entirely correct. It comes to the classes that I teach, getting black men into cloud computing, getting them over $100,000 a year, and having some of these guys have the option of going abroad and dating there and actually being happy. This is my small contribution. I gotta go get more suits. I gotta lose weight. So I'm definitely working on losing weight. We gotta worry about the health. But that image that he had, that was a complete package.
Yeah.
Saying like look like this, do it like this. We're like, okay, all right, gotcha, understood.
Yep. Like always, like his suits. You see every video, different style of suit, different watch, different fragrance. Brothers, this is what we need to aspire to be. Always look clean. Never don't stop wearing these Air Force Ones, these Air Jordans, these snapbacks. No, when you're going out to public, wear a suit. People will take you seriously, and people will give you respect. KS taught us that, IP.
Yeah.
Every time I'm going out, IP, Theo and J Bones, I wear smart clothes because that's what KS said. Always, if you want the world to respect you, invest in yourself. That's all he said. Simple as that. Get a new suit, get a new, just smart clothing. If you're going to a party, still be smart. KS always did that. He was a man of quality, IP, a modern day legend.
Yeah. Facts. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Thomas. Before I bring in Black Wolf, shout out to Black Wolf for the $10 super chat. Thank you, bro. RIP Godfather, you may be gone, but never forgotten. Your legacy lives on through your followers. Yes, indeed, 1.4 million subscribers. Kevin Samuels is never gone away. It's awakened a new bunch of intellectual brothers who are going to keep pushing out his message. And of course, we ain't going anywhere in general. So let me bring in Mr. Black Wolf. Black Wolf, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you, IP?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic, bro. I'm doing fantastic, bro. Obviously I'm sad, but at the same time, trying to make sure I keep positive. Understand that Kevin Samuels' legacy will live on, brother. So he's gone, but he isn't really gone. Our followers, his followers, will lead him will lead the movement going forward. Brother, speak about how you're feeling, bro.
Well, more shocked than anything. I was listening to his podcast last night and didn't think that would be the last time we hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, and it was a great podcast.
But for me, Kevin was the one who showed me the true nature of women, how much hypocrisy there is in our culture. That what you say is not, it contradicts to what you do.
Yes. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Thank
I gotta
you,
say, his death became the spark that made me want to go harder and make sure I leave the U.S. and I thrive overseas.
Yes.
Where do you want to go to?
I've always wanted to go to Thailand, the Philippines, Japan, and South America.
Well, you're in the right place.
You definitely are, bro. You're right at home, you know. So
Yeah.
you're right at home on this channel, bro. So we look forward to you contributing in the future. All right, thank you, Mr. Black Wolf. Shout out to John Mitchell for the $999 super chat. Thank you, John Mitchell, for the support. Much appreciation, brother. Thank you. Let me bring in.
But I gotta say, IP.
Yeah.
Hey, every time your stream was on, so was Kevin's, and I had to keep going between you two because one I want to hear the truth, and the other I want to look into the future. But it's hard to choose, though.
You know what? You know, honestly, it's sad that he's gone. I don't even care about if we're streaming at the same time. His message was still important. You know, he was changing people's lives. You know, so whether you watch either doesn't matter to me. Kevin's going to be missed, and those videos on his channel, I'll keep watching that over and over again. All right, thank you, Black Wolf. Let me bring in Mr. Curtis Mims. Hey Curtis, how you doing, bro?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, Curtis. I'm doing good, man. We spoke earlier today, brother. Feeling a bit better, but obviously it's sad news, bro. What's your thoughts about it, guys?
I mean, it like I said, this is all of a sudden. I mean, whatever happened, I mean, whether I know he went out with a bang. I'll say that. Um, but what I'm saying is, give me 1 second. He came here on this planet. I consider him just like one of the greats. You know how Nipsey Hussle came on. He said what he had to say. It's like all the greats die young. You know what I mean? It's sad that it's sad that it's like that, but it's just like the way it is. They die young. That's what I'm saying. As far as the media and everything like that, it's evil as hell, man. That these women that hits something home in these women that think like that. Women that have nothing against them or it doesn't apply to you, they don't respond. It's just like a couple content creators that I've seen, and they said on the chat, just turn. If you don't like it, turn. So that hits something, especially with us, them ABWs in the States and in England.
Mm-hmm.
It hits home because if it doesn't apply to you, what you mad for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if the shoe fits, wear it. So the second thing I want to say is how they happy and celebrating that he's dead. I was like, it's already out there. That's just he's one of the few content creators. He's one of the few content creators that's trying to get black families to stay together. All the rest of them, I mean, there's some other content creators that are good, just like him. They're saying leave completely. So now you have a dude that just a person I consider like like a I ain't gonna say idol, but like whose status is up there, somebody you can look up to. He's gone now. Who was trying to get black men to date black women in the States, and these ABWs are celebrating, but that stuff can backfire because now they're like, wait a minute, he's gone. I don't need to deal with it. I mean, you can look through Twitter, you can look through whatever social media and see the disrespect. You got some that are like, they don't look at the fact that he helped put marriages together. He helped put single families together. He helped single mothers of 5 and 6 meet somebody who's is incredible. Because I would never date a mother that have 5 or 6 kids. That's just me. But he's able to get them together. You know what I mean? And that's going to backfire because now dudes gonna be like, well, look, everything that you put out is on the media. I can look up a girl who rags. If they rag on you, IP, I can look up what they say. Look at their IP at their Instagram or Facebook. And be like, oh no, I don't want to date that. So now you know who this person is. So that's less a chance of her meeting my dad. People don't think about the long run. So now there's many manosphere guys that like forget it, leave the Western world completely. So now they even give them not just BWs, Western women a chance, period. At least this man was trying to get the family back and molding, especially in the black community. So now that he's gone, there's dudes that be like, why do I need to stay here and switch the ABWs? I mean, you talking about someone who's already dead, they can't defend himself because we all know they would never get online with him if he was alive right now.
Yeah.
He's a beast. He's beast mode, like 1,000. When you say you're on 100, he's like 1,000,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he does it tactfully, and but that being said, and you got a couple of simps that are out there who they trying to get some play, but they still gonna be in the friend zone. So that's a whole nother story. But he already said, get your money, take care of yourself, your health, whatever he got going on. I don't know behind the scenes, but I know he's with. Remember in one of his videos, he even said that the ABW's biggest fear isn't the white woman, it was the Latina woman. And if you remember some of his videos, he said your biggest competition isn't a white woman, it's a Latina woman because she know how to cook, she know how to season her food. You got a lot of Afro Latinas. This is what he said, word for word. A lot of Afro Latinas are mixed with black and African blood in the first place, and it ain't taboo no more. So, with that being said, I mean, especially out here where I'm at, I mean, I'm in, the DMV area. There's tons of Latinas out here that work in whatever, and they still have their cultural values. I see them every day. There's some that live in my building. They're like, hey, you come with us. I'm telling you, I have, and to get off the subject, they make me stuff just because they want to show their cooking skills. These ABWs out here, bro, they can't compete against that. They're your richest lawyer out here that's the ABW can't compete with your poorest woman from Latin America that's out here in DC, the
Thanks for that.
DMV area.
Thanks for that, Mr. Curtis. Thank you, bro. Great monologue there. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Rob Engineering for the $10 Canadian super chat. Welcome back, Rob Engineering. Hope you're well, brother. Appreciate the support. His legacy and his vision will live on. Thank you, KS, for starting a conversation that we desperately needed in our communities worldwide. Salute to the panel. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Wealth Engineering's. Rest in peace to Mr. Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Ro Harris for the $10 super chat. Thank you for the support, bro. We should use this as a wake up call for us brothers to close ranks and stick together. Yes, indeed. And for brothers to take their health seriously too. Mental health and physical health is very important, and social and emotional health. Okay, brothers, stop overthinking. Stop trying to do everything at once. Take it easy and go through life step by step. Okay, enjoy life and put your happiness and your well-being first. Okay, thank you, brothers. Thank you, Will Harris. Before I bring in Jaron Patton, I see you, D. Thank you, bro. I'll bring you in after Jaron Patton. Shout out to Mr. J Bones for the $2 super chat. Thank you, J Bones. Welcome back again, brother. Wars come and go. Theo, IP, Demaham, JC, HT, Tony are forever. Yes, indeed. This channel is forever, and brothers that J Bones mentioned and J Bones themselves, we are forever. And everyone else that watches this channel, we are all forever. Thank you very much, J Bones. Welcome back, brother. Shout out to Mr. John Thomas for the $5 super chat. It is a disgrace to see BWs cheering at Kevin Samuel's death more than they were cheering for the conviction of the South Carolina church killer. Damn shame, bro. It's a damn shame.
That's
Now
absolutely
these and now these BWs are celebrating and loving some guy called Jack Harlow now. Just it's all over the place.
brother.
Go
Yeah,
on, Thomas.
yeah, brother. It speaks a lot of volumes that white women, white men, Asian men, they have more respect for Kevin's to see white women, Asian women, Latino women, non-black women have more respect for Kevin Samuels than Keisha's. Doesn't that speak volumes, brother?
Yeah,
Does not that speaks a lot of volumes because non-BWs knew the Godfather was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. That's why they had no issue with him. It's only the Keishas. You see, brothers, these Keishas, yeah, they talk about divesting. White men don't want them. Asian men don't want them. Do you know why? Because
right.
non-black men listen and respect the opinions of us. They actually listen to what we tell about Keisha's IP. Have you realized that, bro? They
Very
listen.
true.
They listen, and that's why Keisha's. You are the least desired group of women in the world. You will forever die alone. That's what I have to say,
Jeez.
IP.
Lord have mercy. Tommy just came. Thomas said playing tonight. Thank you, Thomas. Lord. Shout out to Mr. Thank you, John Thomas. Shout out to Mr. East Coast Kev for the $5 super chat. Thank you, East Coast Kev, again for the support. ABWs hate a strong, intelligent black man. Let's not forget who made the first attempt on MLK's life. Hold the line, brothers. Yes, indeed, brothers. Brothers, hold the line. Keep strong. We're only going to get stronger. Thank you, East Coast Kev. Let me bring in Mr. Jaron Patton. Hey, Jaron, how you doing?
I am doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right, brother. I'm doing all right. Thank you, bro.
And
Yeah,
hmm?
what are your thoughts on Kevin Samuel's untimely death, bro?
Man, because I am shocked that I heard about this and I don't wanted to believe it at first because we haven't watched one of his videos for like ever, never upload videos because when I heard about this, I couldn't believe it. Like this is the man. Let me explain to you all of you brothers out there. This is the man that changed lives. He is the GOAT. The GOAT that means greatest of all times. This is the man that changed all of us. This is the man who is the godfather of YouTube. This is the man that showing tough love. This is the man that give everybody else advice. That means listen and cooperate and listen to the advice and don't be rude and disrespectful. And then what really sickens me that some ABWs celebrating his death because they're happy that the man's dead. Because based on their behavior, sickens me personally. Because that to me is pure evil. Their behavior is unacceptable. We are talking about a man who passed away. A good man. A very good man. I know some people have their difference of opinion of him. I know some of them do not like him. They have their own opinions, but their opinions do not matter. I like the guy. I first discovered him on YouTube. He is the man who will put everybody else's place, including Keisha's from the block. Get them advice because they don't want to hear it. They don't care. Some of them do not want to hear it, and they don't care. And that's the reason that the black community is falling apart, because of one man who is just trying to get them advice to have high valuable man. He is educated. Okay, he is classy. You know what I'm saying? The man will never be forgotten. KC is the no. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. KS is the man. He is the man. He changed lives. He changed all the brothers' lives. If it wasn't for him, it will not be no Kevin Samuels. It could not be another Kevin Samuels. It could not be another person like him. He changed lives. And now some of these BWs are celebrating his death. What kind of sick and twisted are they? It's sick. It's disgraceful. They are a disappointment because they have no heart, no respect, and no soul. All they have is toxicness and pure evil and ghettoness in them. They have no heart and no respect. The man is gone. He done everything around here. He may be gone, but he could not be forgotten. He's still here, but he's up there. Like, come on now. Were you happy that he is dead? That means you're gonna be rot in hell. That means you belong down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Never,
Yeah,
you never speak ill of the dead. Never.
Thank you, Thomas. Somebody around here agrees with me. Somebody around here agrees with me. And IP, I'm not done saying my piece. I'm gonna let you call and go in the next callers because I got a lot of things to say.
All right, thanks for that, Mr. Jaron Patton. Much appreciation, bro. Pat Derrick, can you turn your camera on in the background for a few seconds so I know you know a troll? Thank you, Pat. Confirmed. Shout out to Joshua Epps for the $999 super chat. Wanted to pay my respects to the legend KS. Stay far away from ABWs. This is for Mr. Kevin Samuels. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Joshua Epps, for your comment there. Kevin, we're going to miss you, Kevin. Rest easy, Kevin Samuels. Rest easy, brother. You will not be forgotten, brother. Honestly. Thank you, Kevin. Let me bring in Mr. D, who's been patient. What's going on, D? How you doing, bro?
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah, this Kevin Samuels death came as a shocking news to me. I was on YouTube yesterday, and all I saw was Kevin Samuel passed away, and I'm here thinking that this was a joke, it's a prank or whatever. but sadly he's not with us anymore. And it's truly sad. What's even more despicable is the ABWs. The amount of ABWs I saw on Twitter just making fun of the guy, and I was like, I'm like, he's trying to help y'all. Like, I don't think ABWs understand that Kevin Samuel was there to help them more than us, right? Like what Kevin Samuels did, in my opinion, is that he a lot of successful black male or just males in general can't really speak out the way he did because there would be risk of getting canceled or risk of losing their job.
Yeah.
So Kevin Samuel was all of our voice collective in one person, right?
Yeah.
And he tried helping especially the ABWs, but they wouldn't listen. They're making fun of him, as if like he's some kind of criminal. When in reality, the ABWs are the one that's gonna suffer at the end of the day, because with content like you out there, with content like Kevin Samuels and other male spaces, we know our worth. If they're not gonna appreciate us, guess what? We're just gonna get our passport and leave and bounce, right? And nobody's gonna deal with them. At the end of the day, they could deal with themselves. And I do feel like most of the younger ABWs, the one that understands, I really wish the best for them. But the one that do not understand Kevin Samuel's message, they're the one that's going to be suffering by, once they get older. And I'm talking about the millennials that's, pushing their 40s now. They're the one that's going to suffer the most because where's all the good men gone? Where's all the good men? Well, you are not what the good men were looking for.
Yeah.
Right? They forever out here chasing the Pookies and the Ray Rays and stuff like that. When Kevin Samuel's telling them, if you want a high value man, you're gonna have to be a high value woman. It's like, again, I have a lot of things to say, but I also don't want to rant for too long because if I do, I feel like I'm just gonna jumble everything. But in conclusion, rest in peace, Mr. Kevin Samuel. You have done such a great work, phenomenal work. And your messages and you've accomplished a lot within the few years that you've been online. And rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Mr. Kevin Samuels. And everybody, please take care of yourselves. It's very unfortunate, but just take care of yourselves. And yeah.
Thank you for that, D. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Pat Dewitt for the $199 super sticker. Thank you, Pat Dewitt. Much appreciation, brother. And on that note, let me bring in Mr. Pat Dewitt to chime in on this discussion. And brothers, feel free to call in to speak your piece and your mind about Kevin Samuels and what he's done in your life and his death. Mr. Pat Dewitt, how you doing, brother? You okay?
Man, you can hear me, right?
Loud and clear, brother.
I'm not doing that good, man. We had that live stream on Poland. I'm back in the United States. I've been back for 2 months. Polish chicks had their issues, but man, dating was way better in Poland. Like, they had their issues, but at least I was able to get some dates. At least they was checking for brothers. But I ain't gonna make this stream about Poland, but I can't wait to get back to Eastern Europe, man. I mean, seeing how the BWs are responding to Kevin Samuel's death, it's just like that's all I need to see. But yeah, Kevin Samuel's death was just tragic. Like, I couldn't believe it. So like when I first heard the news, I went on YouTube and I saw that, like, this hit me the most about it. I went on YouTube and I saw that the last video he uploaded was 16 hours ago. So I said to myself, like, there's a possibility that this man might be dead, but he uploaded a video less than 24 hours ago. So that means, he was on his grind to the day he died. He didn't make any excuses. He didn't say I didn't feel good or I don't feel like it. And it somewhat reminded me of my father. Like, my father's Kevin Samuels was 53, 56. I don't know. He was somewhere in his 50s. My dad is in his 50s. And like he was having some health issues. My dad works online. He's an entrepreneur. And he was having health issues and he didn't know what would go wrong with his health. But he was still working 12-hour days on a computer. I'm just like, you don't know what's going to happen to your health. Like, If I were you, I would just be in bed, like making excuses. But he's like, my dad told me, he should have told me like everything I do is for you. Like I know I want to make sure you're staying in the nicest Airbnbs in Eastern Europe. I want everything I really do is for you. I can't make excuses even if I'm sick, unless I'm dying in the bed. I can't really make excuses not to work. And just seeing Kevin Samuels work until his last day and seeing my dad work 12-hour days sick. I mean, he's good now, but seeing like him work 12-hour days sick without making excuses, it's just me as a 24-year-old man, and seeing other black men. Like, what excuses do we have? We saw a black man work until his very last day. So there's no excuse that we can make at this point as black men as to where we're not where we at. As to where we're not where we want to be, because as black men, I really feel that we're the strongest men in the world. White men do what they do, but as black men, we overcome slavery, we overcome racism, all that, but we still shine bright. We still got men like Kevin Samuels and other successful men. So we can't really make excuses after seeing Kevin Samuels work until his very last day, not making any excuses. We can't do that anymore. But that's all I gotta say.
You're right. Thanks for that, Pat. But I'm out to push. I'm allowed to push back on you there, brother. I mean, if any black man isn't feeling well, take that rest and visit the doctor, man. We gotta start taking health seriously, physical health and mental health seriously amongst black men. If you ain't feeling too good, if you have an off day, go and sleep, go and rest, stop doing what you're doing, and actually go and visit a doctor, bro. So I hope that is okay, Pat.
Oh, I
Pat,
just wanted to say one thing to what you said. I 100% agree with you, but I see a lot of people making excuses as to like things I see people making excuses over things they shouldn't be making excuses about. If you're sick, see a doctor. Make sure you're mentally right, make sure you're physically right. But as black men, I feel like black men could be on a different level, and Kevin Samuels showed us that. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that, Pat. I appreciate you, bro. I see you, Walter Williams. I'm gonna bring you in a couple seconds. Walter, do you want to leave your camera on? Give me a thumbs up if I bring you on with your camera on. Okay, I'll bring you on. Okay, thank you, bro. All right. Shout out to Moonwalker for the Moonwalker 84 for the $199 super chat. Thank you, bro. Kevin Samuels still lives within us. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Moonwalker 84. Much appreciation for your support. Thank you, bro. Mr. Derek Taylor, long time no speak. Hope you're keeping well, brother. Thank you for the support, Derek Taylor, for the 1999 super chat dollar super chat. Kevin Samuels was the truth. Yes, indeed, he was, brother. His words were harsh but needed. His tones had to sink into the souls of whom his message was guided to. Yes, indeed. This brother truly changed the lives of many and will be deeply missed. R.I.P. Brother Samuels. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Great super chat there, Derek Taylor. Rest in peace, Mr. Kevin Samuels. You will be sorely missed. Thank you for that, Derek Taylor. Much appreciation, brother, and welcome back. Shout out to Mr. Teddy Bears for the $2 super chat. Thank you, brother, for the support. We gotta have a Kevin Samuels there. Yes, indeed, man. Maybe on his birthday, maybe on a special day in his life. I don't know much about Kevin Samuels' personal life, but maybe on his birthday we can have a Kevin Samuels Day every year. But there's no way we can forget this brother and what he's done for for men, particularly black men on YouTube. Thank you, Teddy Bears. Let me bring in Mr. Walter Williams. Walter Williams, how you doing, brother? You okay?
What's up, gentlemen? Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, brother. I hear you loud and clear, brother. I hope you're well, Walter. What's your thoughts on this Kevin Samuels sad death, bro?
I'm doing a lot better. I was a little bit under the weather there for a little while, but doing a lot better. Thanks for asking. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm telling you, IP, I appreciate you even for you talking about this, man, giving us a chance to come on and express how we feel. And to all the brothers, I wish you all well. I'm telling you, man, he out of all of his chats that I watched, his videos when I was able to catch them, one of the things that I recognize as far as, and I think I don't know if a lot of brothers can identify with this. but the bigger picture is what he was in the process of doing for the community as a whole. As a whole, trying to get people to understand the importance of our roles, the importance. I see a lot of women going in a negative way about him, not understanding that he was dealing with both sides. You go back and look at all the videos he did with black men, challenging black men to be better, challenging black men to know who they are, to do what you needed to do to come up. Your mental health, your physical health. I don't know the details of about his passing. I send well wishes to his family, but it's just important that we understand as people, especially as black men, and black women need to come to this realization too. If you sitting here celebrating this man's passing, but you still are not you still are the way you are as the black women who doing this. You still are the way you are. You still going to do what you're going to do. So why would someone want to have any interaction, any relationship with you like that? Why would anybody want to get involved with you when you still don't understand the changes you need to make? All of us got to make the changes we need to make to be better people. And it's sad that some people don't seem to get that, and some people won't get it. I know for me, this past year, it's been one of the most challenging years of my life. Not because of so much other people, but because I had to do something that a lot of people don't want to do. I don't say it to brag. Man, I had to really look in the mirror at myself about some things and really come to the understanding, you know what, I got to make some changes myself if I want to live the best life possible across the border and not place any accountability on anybody, but to put the accountability on myself and just do what I need to do to get to where I want to go at in life. And I'm telling you, I genuinely believe and tell people, and particularly and tell a lot of these folks who are celebrating his demise, realize that they're never going to get where they need to get to. They never will. And I just want to, I never had a chance to speak to the man, but I'm grateful for the knowledge that man shared. Because he shared some knowledge that if you grab a hold of it, it'll take you throughout the rest of your days in your life.
Yeah.
So, and I wish all the brothers well. I don't want to hold up any space, but I just wanted to come on and say that. And I'll be chatting with you guys soon.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Mr. Walter Williams. Your
Thank you,
contribution
guys.
there, greatly appreciate. Thank you, bro. Before I go to Curtis, shout out to Mr. Kyron Baxter for the £5 super chat. Hope you brothers keep your heads up. These women have shown us their true colors. Leave the USA if you need. Cheers from the Philippines. Thank you for that, Kyron Baxter. I've not seen your name here before, but it's good to see a UK brother in Philippines living it up. Kyron, please reach out to me on IG, as you can see in the live stream chat, and let's touch base, brother, about your life in the Philippines. Thank you, bro. Much appreciation to Mr. Kyron Baxter. All right, awesome. Let me roll it back to Mr. Curtis Mims. Go on, brother.
Things you'll like it. Okay. The second thing I was gonna say is to reiterate, the man has showed us it's possible. He showed us that it's, as black men, we have a voice, like everyone has been saying. He also showed us that we have options, and we've been had options. We just didn't get it broadcast, and the fact that, these evil women are celebrating it, it's only going to backfire on them. Simple as that. I'm real, so I speak my mind. So after this, it's kind of like another idol. You could say not idol, but someone who for the community goes out, but it brings more awareness. So now a lot of brothers are gonna be like, okay, I need to travel. I need to get away from this. So they already see that. I mean, these YouTube videos, whatever, it's never gonna go away. So whatever all the stuff he's preaching in the past, it's still gonna be relevant because you can just look it up and see it. You can see everyone. It seems to be ABWs, most of them, not all of them. You got a couple women from different places, but it shows that we appreciate it, like you said. Like this isn't back in the day where we were taboo. We got people that love or hate us, regardless. It's still our style, um, across the board. So we will never have run out of options like they would run out of options. A lot of times, if you look at statistics, ABWs in the states have problems, more problems than black men with dating interracially in the states. So that goes right there out to show you the truth is it ain't just us that has to deal with it. And it's not all women, of course, but I always tell everyone get their passport and travel abroad and see something different, see something new. Second thing is, man, take care of your health. Whether it's like you said, like when you get my age and older, start getting your prostate checked, start getting your colon checked. You do your cardio. Ain't no wrong with you if you're vegan or you're a carnivore. Everybody has a different. That's another thing I want to say. Everyone has a different body type. So veganism might work for you, but carnivore might work for me. You know what I mean, IP? You have to
Yeah.
you have to get your body tested. I've been in places where I have my blood tested, so it tells me what type of foods messes with me and what type of foods doesn't. And I was surprised. I was like, well, I need to be a vegan and do this, but my blood test shows otherwise. It shows the foods in my genetic DNA that is okay with me and other foods that I can eat little so. Get your blood test done, get your DNA done. Guess what? They find out because one size doesn't fit all. You know what I mean? Not everything works for me. I mean, what works for you might not work for me. Like I said, um, when you get to a certain age, when you're 38, 39 years old or older, get your prostate checked, get your colon checked. You got cancers that come at certain ages, especially within the black community, especially black males. I mean, you got a lot of different type of diseases, but certain diseases affect certain minorities more than it does another.
Yes.
Go to the gym. I mean, even if you don't do anything with weights, man, do your cardio. If your heart is strong, that seems to be the problem most people are dying from, other than the community with bullets. It's something to do with your heart and your kidneys and your liver. Take care of your body. It's all right to have recreational once in a while, cut the cigarettes out. Once in a while, smoke a cigar. I mean, okay, cool. Moderation, but take care of your body. When you get older, get those checks. Most black men don't like going to the doctors, period. We don't. Go get checked.
Yeah,
Women,
Go on,
yeah,
Theo.
yeah. So when this happened, I told my group I scheduled a meeting with a cardiologist, with my oncologist, and now I'm going to my dietitian. Well, I actually got a new one, and so we're putting together a diet that's anti heart disease and cancer preventative. And I'm going to put this together because I had cancer before. I haven't been back for a checkup for quite a while. And the last time I had it, it wasn't so good. And my oncologist was expecting me back, and I didn't come back because I was, busy. And so my oncologist was like, "Where the hell have you been?" So, yeah, you do have to go get that test. I had prostate cancer, so you do have to go get that stuff tested out. And ultimately, we're supposed to be having families. Oh, it's well known. I mean, I have to admit it, but if you have a loving wife, you will live longer.
Yeah.
The problem is finding one. So that's why we use a passport, right?
Yeah.
Theo, can I ask you a
Yeah.
question?
Theo, what
Yeah.
age did you have the diagnosis, Theo?
37. I got it cured when I was 39.
Wow. I'm happy you survived it, Theo. I didn't know that.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, go on, bro.
All right, I'm 24 years old, and I see that a lot of black men are dying in their 50s and 40s, and I had high blood pressure for a year, and it went away because my sleep cycle wasn't too good. And the thing about the black community is just we really don't take our health seriously, and when should we start going to get our prostate check and stuff like that, because it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna get to that age before I know it. I'm still young right now, but I need to take care of my health so I don't have those issues when I'm older.
So when you're 40, you should go there at least once a year. When you hit 50, you should go twice a year. It's kind of an easy thing to do. So if I'm not doing, I'm 49. If I'm not doing it because I'm stubborn and I should be doing this, it's actually rather critical for me to do it. You should throw away all processed sugar straight out. If it has like ice cream, cake, don't eat it. Cookies, anything like that, you just do not. Basically, past the age of 35, you shouldn't be eating that stuff as well. And red meat and pork need to go as well. And it needs to be fish, lamb, chicken, turkey. Those are your main ones that you're eating if it's a protein source or just a plant-based protein. So that's your basic part. You know, you have to do it. That's the thing. You have to really make sure that you're doing it. And then of course you have to have a gym. You should, have you track your health, Apple Watch. You should have a watch on. You should be having some sort of metric to know how many steps you're taking, how many, what your average heartbeat is, what your resting heartbeat is, things like that. So for me, for example, my traditional resting heartbeat has been 54. Lately, my resting heartbeat has been 70. That means I'm not doing enough cardio. That's an issue. So I need to get the cardio up, even with an hour of my personal trainer every day and an hour with an app. Doesn't matter. I need to actually do hardcore cardio.
It's happy to hear you talk about this, man, because like in the Black community, you know what I mean, especially in America. I don't know about the UK. Like it's like we sleep on health issues, and like the white people, they take that seriously. They're like, oh, I need to get checked. I need to get checked right now. But Black people, we're just like, whatever, unless we're really sick and we need to go to the ER. And just like, it's nice to hear Black men like spread the awareness. Like Black men, like I don't care if you're in your 20s, work out, eat healthy, because when you're in 30s, it's gonna catch up to you. It's really gonna catch up to you, and it's nice hearing Black men talk about it.
You can. There's a lot you can do, even if like you trash your 20s and early 30s. There's a lot you can do, and just straight out removing sugar and processed carbs from your diet will do the body good. And then drinking a gallon of water every day, not something in the water, just straight out a gallon of water.
No,
Theo,
that's nice.
Hold on, Theo, is bread good to eat? Bread, white bread, brown bread. Is that no? Okay.
No, it's actually a sugar.
Yeah, white bread is bad. White bread is bad for you, but I hear that wheat is good.
Now the wheat is not so.
It's so. Even I love rye. Just so you know, like I have a thing for rye and black bread. I can eat that stuff all day long. No, it's not good for you.
So what bread do we eat?
No bread.
So no bread.
Wait, hold on. One person at a time, please.
What about brown bread? Brown bread?
No,
I was going to say.
No,
I was going to say you.
Hold on, one person at a time, please. Go on,
you need to go a Japanese diet, and you need to do brown rice, organic brown rice, and oatmeal, oats, but cooked naturally with no crap in it, and then couscous. Those four carbs will actually clean your insides out and maintain good bacteria inside your intestines. So that's actually really good. So last time I lost a lot of weight, the way that I did it was the only meat that I ate was fish, lots of vegetables, and then only those 4 carbs and no fruit. I was fine. I lost like 56 pounds in 6 weeks.
Okay.
I was going to say, if you
hold on, sorry, bro. A shout out to Kevin Miller for the $1 super chat. Thank you, Kevin Miller, for your support. Much appreciation. I have one question for Theo. Sorry, Curtis. Hold on, bro. So Theo, let's say you're bulking in the gym, you want to get bigger and get muscles. What kind of diet do you eat then? To keep it healthy and gain muscle naturally at the same time and have a high amount of calories as well.
You should just have a protein-based, plant-based protein.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, why don't you guys talk for a second? I'll go to the car real quick and get an example of what I'm using as I'm traveling. I'll be right back.
Okay. This is a good discussion. Thank you, Theo. This is good. I think we'll have a separate stream as well in the future regarding what we should be eating and drinking every day. Because I want you brothers to be healthy and well when you meet your foreign woman and live long as well. There's no point in you brothers traveling to one country and you're dead within 3 months because you eat like shit. So if my language, you know. So no swearing, brothers, but sorry,
And I just
it's
gotta
kind of
say
that
one
kind
thing,
of
like
discussion. Hold on, Pat. It's just I want you brothers to understand that we have to take our health very seriously, and there'll be a lot more health-based discussions on this channel. Go on, Pat.
and I just gotta say one thing, like black men, like if you look at sports, if you look at UFC, we kick butt in every sport. We have good genetics. Like physically, we're good. If we take care of ourselves, we can live forever. Like that's what people don't realize. Like I think black people, we're the best, like physically, and if we took health more serious, we'll live a lot longer.
Yes,
Yeah.
Elijah, can you turn your camera on in the background, please, just so I know you're not a troll, and I'll add you in. I
Oh,
think we need to follow the Japanese diet because the Japanese live very long, so they must be doing something right. Go on,
well,
D. Sorry, bro.
I was gonna say IP real quick.
Oh, okay.
hold on. Let me just say quickly, because I have to get going pretty soon.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, what I was gonna say is that different diet works differently for everyone. So I remember I was kind of on a diet, and what I started noticing was I was losing a lot of muscle, right? Um, and that is not good for me personally. So, but I do need to also be cautious of what I eat as well. Maybe like processed foods, terrible, but like you said, fish is good, chicken is good. I could use those as proteins instead of hamburgers and all of that, you know? Um, yeah, and Japanese diet, as healthy as it is maybe not also for everyone because some people are taller or bigger and need more energy. And Japanese diet may not be for them. Maybe it might be for people who are slender or slim. And yeah, on the opposite end, people who are slender or slim don't need bigger diets like us. Not us, but me, for example. Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you, D. Go on, Curtis.
Now I was gonna say is when he was talking about diets, the best way is to get your. I went to like this is called Navia out here, and they took my blood and they tested a food sensitivity test. So it tests allergies, and then it tests like the food that affects your bodies. So everyone is different. So technically, people speak about veganism, they speak about carnivore. My body, each person, you need to get that food sensitivity test because your individual DNA, not just your blood type, individual DNA tells you the type of foods that affects you. So if it affects your gut health, that affects your body. Like my man was saying earlier, like red meat and this, they'll cut it out, but they put a chart out and it showed the sensitivity of foods. So I can actually consume red meat, all vegetables don't matter, according to the chart, certain nuts and certain beans, but my body was able to digest meat so if it goes from 1 to 4, 4 is being bad, 3 is kind of bad, and anything in the middle is okay, but 2 and less is okay. That's the sensitivity. So I can eat red meat, I can eat bison, I can eat lamb, pork, beef. That doesn't affect my body like it would affect someone else.
Right.
So when
Okay.
you want to get your body checked, give me one second. When you get your body checked out, you need to get your blood drawn and get a food sensitivity test because your DNA. People say your blood type is one thing or something else. I mean, everyone knows that. Like with the grains, like of course the wheat bread, but rye, I according to the sensitivity chart, and I tested it myself. Ancient grains are like they call it ancient grains for a reason. It was like grains that are around before Jesus was born, like fonio. You have spelt, kumat. Those grains, like when a rye, real rye, those I could taste difference in wheat. Wheat, I have a gluten intolerance, period. But wheat affect affected me a lot, made me tired, sluggish. But when I ate pure rye, pure spelt, kuma, any of those ancient grains that haven't been altered, wild rice, not brown or no fits anybody who eats brown rice, but wild rice, quinoa, you could feel the difference in your energy. Wild mushrooms, any mushrooms that it's not shiitake mushrooms. I followed almost like a mixed in an alkaline diet mixed with certain meats. But on the meat part, that you got to go off of your feelings. So everyone is different. You know.
Okay.
So
Thanks for that.
the way that I got cancer was actually going onto an alkaline diet. And the reason why red meat is not so good is because it's acidic. And basically everything from a cow is acidic. So if you really want to go hardcore and do the alkaline, because alkaline will do a lot of good changes in your body along with intermittent fasting, then everything that in it with a cow got to go.
Even milk.
I mean, with that,
because it creates an inflammation inside your body.
Yeah, he said it, but you got to go off the, because when I was in Africa, eating meat is different from when I was back in the States.
Because you're doing pure organic.
Well, so, I mean, yeah, I mean the cow was different, but like off my body type, I can't tell you. I mean, according to the diet, that's how it works. But I'm going off of how I feel. I can't go off how you feel.
It's not about feelings. There's actually scientific evidence for this. So if you want to eat red meat, if you want to eat a cow, then in the United States, then the only cow that you should eat is fatty, organic, grass-fed, no drug at all put into the cow from the time it was born and later on. And so that usually you can go into Whole Foods. That's called a step 4 slice of meat. And it's usually $30 to $40 a pound, but it's delish. And so if I eat red meat, that's usually what I eat. And again, many dietitians said, oh yeah, that's fine for you. It's actually good for you. Your body will process it. But you don't eat that every day though. That's the big thing. You can have it once a week, max. But your body will love you for it. It will say thank you because it has a lot of iron. And that's exactly what your body needs, particularly women. So you need it for a lot of functioning. So that will work.
And Theo, one question. So, when you went to Japan, did you feel like your body felt better? Because when I went to Poland for 3 months, even if I eat fast food, I just felt healthier. When I eat fast food here, I just feel like crap. My stomach hurts.
Yeah,
and I just wanted to know, like, if you felt better.
The meat abroad isn't filled with crap, and the stuff. This is what got me cancer in the United States, is because I was eating the same meat, but I was eating American meat and not Japanese, or also, to be honest, Australian and New Zealand kiwi meat. And so I got cancer rather quickly. I was eating a lot of processed carbs. I wasn't aware of what was going on. Whereas in Japan, me having access to that many processed carbs was rare. So what I was eating was more of a natural, even a natural sweet that was not, well, it wasn't perfect for me, but it wasn't really a danger. And so that's why my body went nuts, actually, because I got off of organic. So I actually had to go to a pure organic alkaline state for an extended period of time. And yeah, the cancer just died in my body.
Oh, did you go for treatment for or you cured it for a diet? Or did you go for like
what? First I had chemotherapy and I was dying in the chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is awful. And I had radiation. And then I went through a special treatment through advice from Japanese doctors who I knew. They talked to me and they said, just follow this alkaline diet. You should be fine. And I did. And it took about 3 months and I was in remission.
Oh, wow. And that was alkaline plant-based diet, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I need to try that.
Yeah. Thank you, Theo, for letting us know. Hold on, brothers. Hold on, Theo. Hold on. Shout out to East Coast Kev for the $5 super chat. Good convo about black men's health, especially if you get a young, spicy Latina. Can't be passing that on the dance floor, LOL. You brothers are hilarious. Hey, thank you, East Coast Kev, for the super chat. Much appreciation, bro. Carry on, Theo. No, I'll go on, Thomas, sorry.
IP, I just want to have one question. What about like Nigerian food and Caribbean food? Because I'm Nigerian, you're Jamaican. What about our food that we eat in the UK?
That has a lot of sodium.
Should we stop eating it, bro?
A lot of salt, a lot of spices. It's actually pretty bad for you. Only have it once in a while, to be honest. I mostly have those kind of foods once in a while, maybe once a month, but not every day, because it's bad for you, to be honest. Because a lot of spices, a lot of oil, particularly mixed with rice, a lot of meat, you know, a lot of these sauces that are processed. It's actually bad for you, man. A lot of foods that we're eating is actually what's killing a lot of people. And you got to watch what you eat. Yeah. Go on, Theo.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
So I wanted to show you example of a plant-based protein. This is one example of it. This is actually pretty good. I've had it before. But my problem is that this, as you see, it's still closed. I haven't had it recently. So I'm being bad. I bought it, but I haven't opened it up. Another one too is IsoPure. This is, particularly if you want to bulk up, this is 160 calories and 40 grams of protein with no carbs at all. And you can get IsoPure here in the powder form. You get this all from Amazon. This stuff is phenomenal. This IsoPure, man, last time I lost a lot of weight in the States, I did it with using IsoPure. So those are good examples of options you have for plant-based protein.
I just want to say, like, yo, Theo, you really changed lives. Like, what other brother we have talking about, like, I don't know, his 5-10 years experience in Japan? Like, we really don't get that information. So, like, you're really an inspiration to us brothers, because, like, as a 20-something-year-old, like, when I look at other black men, the only like role models I have is rappers and, you know, stupid like athletes. But to see a black man who went to college and you know did his thing, he
Grad
went to
school.
Japan, all that,
Yeah.
and just to see how far you came without, you know, being an athlete or, you know, being a rapper, because it just seems like that's the only thing we have to look up to as black men. It really takes us far. And the thing I love that you did is, like, you talked about your bad experiences. Like, you talked about your bad experiences overseas. You talked about your bad experiences here. You're talking about how you experienced cancer. Like, I just love how you're 100% honest. Like, you just like express yourself 100%. Because to be honest, like, I really don't think I'm strong enough to talk about all my experiences on here. But you're just 100%, you know, fluent 100%.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
you know.
well, thanks for saying that. But I want to say, and again, be 100% to you. I went for years without saying anything. And it was only my close friends on Facebook who knew what was going on. And then I would start saying some things slowly. But it was the things that I was saying was like things that had happened 5 or 6 years ago, not the stuff that was actually current. And that's when people started recognizing what I was going through was like a really like long set period of trauma and hell, but I was getting through it. So I was, you know, it took me a long time to actually speak. Most of the time I was silent.
You need to make a YouTube channel.
Sorry,
because,
Pat.
like,
Sorry, Pat. I need to bring in new callers. Yeah, I get
Sure.
maybe this time. Yeah, sorry, bro. I need to read super chats as well. Seattle Sideshow, Elijah, and Sean M. Can you turn your cameras on in the background real quick, so I know you're not trolls? Thank you, Seattle. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you, Sean M. Elijah, what is this guy doing? No, that's a troll right there. This brother is sorry, Elijah. Yeah, you need to go, man. You're on some drugs. Shout out to Dark Ninja for the $199 super chat. Thank you, bro. Check out Dr. Sebi and read African Holistic Health. Okay. Thank you, Dark Ninja. We'll take a look at that. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Matt Battle for the $199 super chat. Brothers, check out Dr. Sebi for the top health info. It's funny how both brothers said the same super chat at the same minute at the same time as well. Thank you, Matt Battle. Appreciate you, bro. All right, let me bring in Mr. Sean M. And Theo, we want to speak more about health because we need to get these tips from you, bro. I think it's very important. Sean M, how you doing, brother? We can't hear you, Mr. Sean M. Sean M, I can't hear you, brother. Do you mind dropping off and calling back in, Sean M? And it must be a connection issue. Shout out to Mr. Pat DeWitt for the $299 super sticker. Thank you, Pat DeWitt. Appreciate you, bro, for the support. Thank you, brother. Sean M, you need to fix. I'm gonna drop you off.
Can I ask Theo one more question?
Okay, go on, Pat. Go on.
Theo, do you have a YouTube channel? Because like if you had a YouTube channel, I'd watch all your videos, and there's no other black men who talk like you. And you really need a YouTube channel.
J Bones, Tony Berry. There
Nah,
are
bro,
others.
we need you.
Yeah,
We need you. We need you, man. We need you.
yeah. I'm starting to think like, that I should probably make a channel.
I'll
So
donate. I'll donate. I'll support. Like we got a lot of brothers who really want to see you talk. So we need that
I
YouTube
will.
channel, man.
I will I'm definitely going to be thinking about it. So, I mean, honestly speaking, so my salary is now going over $1 million a year.
Wow.
And so I've been thinking like, okay, well, maybe I should start speaking and start talking a little bit more. So how am I going to do that? So that's kind of why I'm on my journey right now. I'm actually traveling to Illinois. I'm going to go there for a little bit before the Manosphere meetup, the next one in Philly. And I'm just going to be thinking about how I want to approach all of this.
Yeah,
What does
man.
it mean?
I could see it, bro. You could definitely be like on when it comes to YouTube subscribers, you could definitely be on IP's level. Like I really believe like you talk about some experiences that like most black men have nobody to talk to about. And it's just like
Yeah.
if you made a channel talking about like your life, I would watch all your videos, I would support, like I'd be your number one fan. We really need that YouTube channel.
Well, thanks. I thank you a lot for that. But again, the reason why I'm here is because a lot of people in the Manosphere and what they did, and it was me being years silent, listening to these guys, and then going and walking. And one of the big shout outs I have is the Sandman, because he had that daily dose of red pill, and I would take it and listen to it and just be really changed by it, and I had to confront a lot of issues. And it was while during that transformation, well, I wasn't talking to anybody about it. I think that was a real shame. Like now, because we're actually talking together, right? But before, for many years, I was just by myself, just listening. But I was changing.
Yeah, thank you, Theo. Let us know when that's going to happen, and you have our support, Theo. Okay. Thank you, bro.
Right.
Sean M, are you there now, Sean M? No, we can't hear you, Sean M. Sean M, if you jump off the stream and call back in, I'll add you in, okay? It must be a connection issue, okay, brother? Let me bring in Mr. Seattle Sideshow. What's going on, Seattle? How you doing?
Good evening to the panel. How are y'all doing this fine night?
Awesome, brother. Awesome, bro. What's your thoughts on the live stream topic, Seattle?
Well, the Kevin Sandman, that was I dropped a lot of links and stuff in the Discourse. I'm sure you probably saw, so I was typing a lot in there. But for the most part, it's pretty much what I said on there. Like, if this isn't like a PSA, red alert for anyone, even if you can't get out now, just start getting those skills together. Get like whatever you can, because this is like the nail and like the coffin that was already nailed by this point. So I would say that's my main thing about that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Seattle. Do you have any questions regarding black men's health that you want to put out there?
How much, Theo? How much success did you have, like when you were on that diet? How long did you stay on it? Like,
I stayed on it for like the first time I did it in 2009, and I stayed rather thin, and everything was fine for about a year and a half. And then the reality of me losing my wife just continually hit me hard. So I went off the diet, and then I got cancer. So then when I went on it again, I did the second time. That was a really big one, because my doctors from Japan were actually talking to me then. That one I stayed in remission quite a long time, about what was it, 8 years?
Theo, so you got to it again. Did you go for what's the word for it? Surgery for it, or did you continue your diet and the diet took it away again?
So the second time, that was in 2012. The diet took it away, but the tumor is still there. So it's been a little bit problematic in about the last year. But the reason why is because I went off of the diet. I did keto instead. So it was high acidic, lots of red meat, lots of pork, lots of fat, and no vegetables. And it was working for a while, but then in the end, it really didn't work. And so my cancer did not like that because it's just was a no go. And then I started working to death again and started doing some refined carbs. And that's it. I cannot do that. So I just wrote a little sentence for myself. So that's why my oncologist and I are having little conversations. So we have to go take care of that.
You
I
still
just
have
want to
it?
say one.
Sorry, Pat.
Go ahead.
You still have it, Theo?
Let's say the
You still-
tumor is a little active.
Oh, what the? Jeez, sorry to hear that, Theo. I never. Jeez.
No, it's not that bad. So we'll take care of it. It's
Okay.
I was supposed to take care of it in April, but I didn't do it. But
Please
it's probably
do.
gonna take
Yeah,
care of it in
please,
October.
for us. Like honestly, like I really don't know. Like I mean, you know, I like Kevin Samuels. I love IP, but like I like you too, bro. We like the thing is like we really don't take health seriously in the black community, and like to have a you know a guy, a black man in his 40s, 50s talking about that, it really hits home. Like I really got to get checked up, and the fact that you're really on here showing your face talking about it, like it would really like take me a lot to get on camera to, you know, talk on my face and talk about my experiences in life. But we really need that as black men. Like I can go on YouTube. I can go on YouTube and search, you know, for somebody who had similar experiences as you, but he's gonna be, you know, a white man. But when I see it coming from another black man, it's just like, yo, I'm not the only black man going through this, and I feel like I can get through this. So like, yo, Theo, you're an inspiration, man. Like you really don't know.
Oh, thanks. So it really. I'm gonna go back to Kevin. Kevin was the one who inspired me to start showing my face, and so he was like, "Stop being so passive." He had a podcast about this, and it was like, "You're talking to the men." He's like, "Say who you are. Stop being in the shadows." And that's when I started camming up and really started talking about who I was and what I had experienced. And I didn't think it was anything big in the beginning, but then people started telling me, like, yeah, like you're kind of like you, like they were surprised that I was actually saying it. So then I started saying, okay, I'm going to start speaking because I think other black men need to hear it. And they need to see it's from another black man. I'm just like you. So if we can get the conversation going by my talking, hey, great, that's fine.
Yeah, we definitely need to hear it, man. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm pushing for your YouTube channel. Like, I'll donate.
All right, sorry, Pat. I need to go on to another caller. Okay, sorry, bro.
Okay.
I know you're passionate, but I need to be fair here. All right, Sean M. How you doing, bro?
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, brother.
Oh my gosh, man, my freaking microphone. My bad. How's everybody doing tonight, man?
Not bad, bro. Not bad. It's been some good spirits here. Very good spirits. How you doing, Sean M?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm glad. I was, glad we all were gonna be able to get together tonight, especially, with the passing of, brother Kevin. I know it's unfortunate, everything that happened, but I just wanted to come on, just to let all the brothers know, like, in his passing, his message and his spirit, it lives on, through us. We just have to stay positive, keep each other up like we're doing right now, and just keep at it, keep going.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, Sean M. Anything you want to add regarding black men's health? What you do personally to keep healthy, what you eat, your diet? If you can contribute to that, brother. If not, it's no problem, bro.
Yeah. So it's actually funny. Theo was talking about Isopure. So like I've taken that in the past, and I put in the chat about the RTDs that he had. Those are really good. Back in the past, I've used those post workout. Low carb, low fat. I second what he said with that. Diet wise, I mean, cut down on the pork, right? Pork needs to go. They unfortunately, in the past, through everything that, our people went through, that was one part of our diet that we never gave up. And pork, with the salt contents in it causes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, etc. Diabetes, and I would recommend everybody cut pork. Like that's the first thing because like that's like known. Exercise wise, I mean, I do a lot of cardio. Morning and night, and then I get a little weights in throughout the day. But yeah, just try to live healthier. I'm kind of glad we got on that conversation because, like Pat and everybody else was saying, I mean, black men we tend to, for whatever reason, not care about our health, and like like the old saying says, your health is your wealth. And if you're healthy, you can be wealthy. So yeah.
I just had a question. Did you have trouble getting off the pork? Because if I'm being honest, like it was hard for me getting off the pork. Like I eat it once a week, but like it's trouble getting off the pork. As like the Black American community we love pork.
Nah, bro, you stop eating that pork, man.
I
Pork is disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
It is absolutely foul. I
I'll be
understand.
honest. Oh, my
I
bad,
really
bro.
understand why Muslims they really detest pork. It's not it's a foul creature, and when you eat it, or I remember the one time I had the sausages, pork sausages, I vomited straight after I consumed it, bro. It messes up your system, bro. It leads to so many complications.
After you eat it, you could feel it. Like it's not good for your body, but it's hard to get off because you've been eating it your whole life. You eat eggs, bacon for breakfast, but you
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
gotta
hold on,
All
you
right,
hold
give it
but
on.
up.
you
Let
got
me make
go
this
on, Theo.
comment real quick. You need to know how to cook fish correctly with vegetables, and it's an art form. The Japanese are masters of this stuff, and so that's what I learned in Japan was how to cook vegetables with like honsuyu, that's what it's called, and other sauces from Japan with the fish. Make sure it's a proper cut of fish, and if you do that, you will forget the pork exists. It's gone. You'll crave salmon and tuna for the rest of your life, just like I do. I mean, I really can't get enough of this stuff. So you just have to have a tastier alternative. So get yourself a Japanese girl and have her cook for you. Like to say, I don't want to use your body. I want you to cook. All right, and get to know how she actually makes her fish. And you do that, man. It'll be life changing.
Thank you, Dio.
All right, awesome. All right, thanks, Pat. Thank you. All right, Theo. I have a question for you. You said that you got prostate cancer through your diet. So it wasn't genetics. It was what you were eating in America. So it was all the meats. It was all the I'm guessing the fast food. How do you know that, brother? Is that what your doctors told you, or
Mm-hmm.
is that what you? Oh, okay.
So I was eating GMO and non organic meat. So I had gone over 12 years eating organic meat in Japan, and I would rarely eat bread. And if I did eat grain, it was almost always rice. So I was eating organic rice. Most Japanese rice is organic. So even if I eat something that was crap, it was like organic. It was still organic crap. So when I came back to the United States, I was eating, for example, I ate pork like crazy when I came back because it was actually available, and I love ribs. So I mean, I was eating that quite a lot, and my dogs love it, and they said it was probably from that. That was number one, and then number two was my high beef consumption, and then lastly, a lot of refined. I was eating sugars, and then nothing was organic. I didn't have a lot of vegetables, so that was the real reason. So again, I just went back to a pure Japanese diet.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
add to what Theo said. Like when I'm out the country, I just feel so much better. Like the
Yeah.
things I eat is just so much cleaner. Even if I eat fast food, it's just cleaner, and I just feel my body just feels better. When I come to the United States, I eat whatever that's around where I live. Right now I'm in the United States right now. I don't feel good. I feel better in Poland. I feel like I'm ready for anything because what they feed me, like it's just not processed, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just something in America where like they put chemicals in our food, and it's just
Hmm.
like that's the reason why we're going out early. If I'm being honest.
It's the same in UK. It's the same in UK, bro. Same in UK.
It's true, Thomas, because there's very high rates, Thomas, amongst black men when it comes to prostate cancer compared to other races of men. So I'm guessing our diet must be very bad in the UK and America for us to have higher rates than other men, which is messed up. And we got to fix that. You know, we got to start somewhere and fix that because health is very important. There's no point having all this money and having all these beautiful foreign women if your health is absolutely bad. You know, brothers need to prioritize health, and health is essentially wealth. Thanks for that, Pat. You want to add anything else, Theo, before I go to Thomas? I think he wants to say something, and Jared.
Go him. He's counting down. Get him.
All right, Jared Patton, you want to say something, brother?
Well, for like in the end of the day, because like Kevin Samuels is the homie. He really is. And if you love him or you hate him, it doesn't matter because like he helps everyone to do better. And he was trying to help people, but some people do not want to listen. That is their issues. Because just like he says, because if you continue this behavior, you're going to end up dying alone. Period. I don't care if this and that and what you're going through and blah blah blah. And I shouldn't like just pay attention. Like that is your fault. That is on you. Kevin Samuels may be gone, but he is still here among us. He cannot be forgotten. Until the BWs who are celebrating his death, they can go to hell. They can go to hell.
I agree. Yeah.
Thank you, Jaron. Theo, question for you. What's your thoughts on green tea? Is it as powerful as they say it is? Can it prevent, diseases, cancer, and keep your body healthy? Because I know someone who swears by green tea. Do you agree with that, Theo?
Oh yeah, that stuff is a major health benefit. You want green tea without anything in it, just straight. That stuff does the body good.
What about oolong tea?
Oolong tea is the bomb.
Oolong?
So go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
What's that? How do you spell that?
Oolong tea, then Chinese tea. Go to I don't think Sainsbury's have oolong tea. So I got oolong tea actually from a Chinese herbal shop. It's really good. It cleanses your body like green tea.
Okay. So is it organic green tea we have to buy, right? Without anything inside. So organic green tea. Okay.
Go to an Asian grocer, in particular Korean or Japanese one, but the Chinese and Thai shouldn't be that bad. And just ask to say like, hey, look, I want green tea. I want it organic, and they'll know what you're talking about. They're like, okay, it's over here, because you'd just be one of another Asian family who want the same thing, and they know how to take care of you. For the Japanese tea, there's another one called Sokain Bicha. I'll write it into the chat. I'll write it into the chat real quick.
Cool.
So Sokain Bicha is the bomb. It is amazing, and it will clear you out quick. And every time I was sick or I started getting overweight, I would just start downing a liter of that every day, and I wouldn't be overweight like more than a week. That stuff is great.
All right, Theo, can I ask you a question?
Hold on, Pat. Sorry. Sophia, would you say like the teas that they sell like in Costco, Best Buy, we have Sainsbury's and Tesco over here. Don't buy it from there. Actually, buy it from the Asian stores that are likely to be organic. Okay.
Yeah, and you actually want to buy the leaves, like kind of like a leafy thing, if you can get it that way, or like you have to do a scoop and actually use it that way. That's actually much more authentic to how we would do it in Japan.
What about buying it from Amazon? Do you recommend that as well?
If Amazon is going through a third-party seller, and it's like a real organic leafy. It's authentic. It's kind of like Molten Brown. It's a UK brand, right? Well,
Yes.
Now I buy it from Amazon. For the most part, I was buying it from Molten Brown themselves, but now I buy it from Amazon. So that's what it's saying. Make sure you understand the product, and as long as you know what the product is, you can get it from anywhere.
Molten Brown, Thomas. Do you know what Molten Brown is, Thomas? Molten Brown. How'd you spell that, Theo? The chat, please.
Never heard of that, bro.
You never heard of that?
No. Molten Brown.
Yeah, what can I get this Japanese tea? Because I don't know about Sainsbury's. I don't think Sainsbury's has it. I may have to order online.
Just go to a Japanese grocer. Just find Molten, or maybe it's Molten. T-O-N. Maybe it's Molten. Okay, I'll go find it. It's in the bathroom. But yeah, just go to a Japanese grocer. Like go find a place where there's real Japanese people and they say you want soke bicha, and they'll know about it real quick.
Where can I find that in London?
You're in London? Okay, give me a second. Go ahead and talk. I'll find a place for it.
Can I ask you this one question?
Sure.
Go on, bro.
All right. So I really want to know. So like, I'm an Eastern European guy. I love Poland. Like the girls treating me like a king in Poland. But you know, I'm only 24. I've only been in 3 countries. I really want to go to Japan. How much money a month would you say? Like, say if it's $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month.
No, sorry, Pat. Wrong stream. Sorry, different stream. Sorry, bro. Let's keep it Health and Kevin Samuels, bro. Okay. Let's not deviate too much. Sorry, Pat. Yeah, because I want to be serious about Rob. Okay, brother. Different stream. Okay, Pat. All right. Sorry, bro. Let's not start deviating different topics. Health and Kevin Samuels. That's what we're focusing on this stream. So Chad the Great, can you turn your camera on in the background, please? Just so you know you're not a troll. Yes, I see you, bro. Turn off your camera, Chad. Let me bring in Chad the Great. How you doing, Chad? You okay, bro?
We're good, man. How you brothers doing tonight?
Fantastic, brother. Fantastic. Before you speak, Chad, let me read out this super chat real quick. Shout out to Jeremy Sayers for the $15 super chat. Thank you, Jeremy Sayers. Appreciate you, bro. RIP to Kevin Samuels. Brother IP will be needed more than ever. So I'll be going harder on support for you and pushing brothers in this direction. Thank you very much for the support, Jeremy Says, and your powerful commentary there, your kind words. Appreciate you, bro. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, indeed. Thank you, Jeremy. Yes, Chad. Sorry, bro. Carry on, brother.
Oh man. Funny story. So I tried to have a conversation with some guys that I work with in the nightlife, so on and so forth, here in Miami a little while ago, and then we're talking about the whole manosphere situation. One of the guys like, I don't want to talk about Kevin Samuels because I don't like the way he talked to BWs or whatever. I'm like, they're very masculine. So what do you expect them to not? What do you expect them to do? Talk to them like they're a man. So he felt some type of way. So the whole conversation got shut down. So we a few of us met up today. And he was like, "Oh, RIP to him, man." But I still don't believe what he was talking about. I'm like, why don't you take some time to listen to him, and then you might agree with some things he might be saying. And then it just came to my mind. I'm thinking he comes from a 2-parent household, but it seemed like his mother was the most dominant parent in his household, because every time something happens or he goes for advice, he goes straight to his mother instead of his father. So that's a weird situation. But another dynamic, I posted RIP Kevin yesterday. I was like, man, it was a blow to me. I was like, this is crazy, because I discovered Kevin right before the pandemic. Because I was I had a jet ski company at the time, so I always used to put on YouTube while I was like cleaning and fixing jet skis, and then it was just sad that he passed. So I post RIP Kevin. So this girl that I know from New York, she just randomly texts me. She's like, "Is that guy that's always mean to females?" I'm like, he's not mean to females. He just speaks the truth, and he's always talking about like the family dynamic and how men need women and women need men, and how we need to fix things within the Black community and how we can self-improve. She's like, "Well, I don't like him. I don't know why you posted it." I'm like, did you ever listen to a full segment from Kevin? She's like, "No, I just heard from the clips." I'm like, so some random clip that somebody took and posted on the internet, you go off of that instead of listening to the whole segment. She's like, well, I don't like the way he talked to women, so on and so forth. So I'm
Oh
like,
gosh.
listen to a full clip and then come back to me. We can talk. So we were talking today, and she was talking about, oh, you're so misogynistic, and nobody holds men accountable for anything. I'm like, we live in a society with rules. If men do something bad, we're always held accountable. If women do something bad, nobody holds you accountable. Look at the way you're talking to me right now. So we're just having this whole conversation. He's like, well, the government hold you guys accountable, so on and so forth, but well with laws, but in society nobody's is like people are always bashing women, and nobody holds them accountable.
Oh, please.
I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, you should know because you are a public defender. She's a lawyer. So how does nobody hold men accountable? Men serve 60% more jail time than women, and most of your clients are men. You're a public defender. So how do you not know this? So I was like, you're talking to me with your feelings. You're not talking to me with logic right now because you are a lawyer. You just got out of law school a year and a half ago, and you work for the state of New York. And this wasn't even a BW. It was a white woman, which makes no sense. So when she was bashing Kevin Samuels, I'm like, this must be feminism, man. This makes sense. so we just had this whole situation, and I told her, I'm like, no disrespect. I have love for you because I've known you for years, but take some time, go on YouTube because all his videos have been there. He's always held men accountable. Now he's holding women accountable. And you need to go and watch a full clip before you can form opinion, because it makes no sense you reading one chapter of a 20 chapter book then forming your opinion from that.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for that, Chad. Great insight there. Thank you, bro. Theo, I have a question for you regarding vitamins. What are your thoughts on vitamin C and vitamin D for brothers to take? Do you recommend any vitamins? Go on, bro.
I have vitamin D right here.
Okay.
So I take 20,000 IU of vitamin D every day.
20,000?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Okay.
How do you feel about fish oil?
Does that help you? Hold on, Pat. Does that put yourself on mute, Pat? Does that help you out?
That entirely helps me out. I cannot emphasize the power of vitamin D enough, particularly if you're active and if you're living anywhere north of Miami and you're black. You need to be taking a minimum of 10,000 IU vitamin D per day. Straight out. So you're in London, like where the sun is allergic to the ground is allergic to the sun, basically, because you guys don't get any sun up there. So you shouldn't have been brought up there. You know, it's a ship. So you need at least 15,000 IU per day of vitamin D. It's one of the biggest problems that we have.
And how does that help the body out, Theo? What does it do for the body?
It makes it properly function. You'll become positive. You can think rationally. So in the day, in the morning, I take special BCAAs from Japan that aren't for sale abroad. And then I take, after I'm done taking I have a session I have to take of it. After that, I take vitamin D, 20,000 IU. And then I make sure I have a liter of water in me. And that's when I can start eating breakfast.
Do you take vitamin C as well?
No, it's never really done that much to me. I do take, fish oil? But it's kind of like, I like whale oil, I forgot what it's called. But it's kind of touch and go, whether or not it's effective. But vitamin D, I swear by it. Like, believe me, like I make sure my luggage, even when I take all my luggage out, I make sure there's a dedicated bottle of vitamin D in every piece of my luggage, just in case I forget it. There's no way I travel without vitamin D.
Is that brand you showed? Is that organic vitamin D?
Should be.
Okay.
Should be. Usually they're all organic. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, this one's organic. So this are D3. This coconut oil. You can take that as well with it, or derived from coconut oil. It's not that big of a difference of it. Just make sure you get enough IU of it. I would say this, IP. I don't know if you have a vitamin store around you. Just go take 1,000 IU and see what happens. The first time I just did 400 IU, I thought that the sun was inside of me.
Damn.
I'm serious. I was like, it was in winter too. I was in Japan, and I was like, this is amazing. This is only 400. So then I went to 1,000, and I went to 2,000, and it's, oh my God. And so all of the literature out there for vitamin D is for, guess what? White people. And white people can get enough vitamin D from milk or from eating something like fish, or, like the redheads can go outside on a cloudy day and get enough. I don't know how they do that. Like, I know it's just some mutants or something. I'm a special ability. Like, we don't get a suntan, and they can get vitamin D from anything. But we really need it because our skin is designed to not accept vitamin D like that north of Miami. So, yeah, go get it.
Awesome. Thanks, Theo. Let me roll it to Thomas. Do you have anything to say, Thomas?
Yeah, like physical health is also important as well. Since brothers do a lot of brothers do IT, I recommend taking a hot massage and acupuncture. That really helps as well. I need to schedule a next appointment with my Chinese herbal shop for another hot massage and acupuncture because my back is becoming stiff. IP. So yeah, just make sure that also chiropractors are good as well. If they professionally crack your bones, I need to do that as well.
Yes, definitely. Do you do that, Theo?
When I was recovering from chemo, after I was in full remission, I did chemotherapy 3 times a week. Sorry, I did acupuncture 3 times a week. Swear by it. The stuff is amazing. One of the things that I've stated that my health being in deteriorating fashion is that I worked to death. I started eating refined carbs. I did red meat, and I stopped acupuncture. So I really recommend it. What I would do before is I would get a deep massage, 60 minutes, and then I would do acupuncture right afterwards. Every time I'd fall asleep within 2 minutes.
I
So-
I know I was a little point with like Japan.
Sorry, Pat. Hold on. Let me. So the way the channel goes, Pat. I have to go to people to speak, so it's people don't interrupt when people are speaking. All right, Pat. So I'll come to you, Pat. Can you please be patient? I've got to bring in Jay Takashi as to speak as well. I'm trying to be fair. So Pat, I'll come to you. You put yourself on mute, then I'll come to you for you to speak and say what you want to say, Pat. Okay, that's how it works in the channel. So please be respectful and just wait your turn.
I'm sorry.
All right. All right.
I'm
So
sorry.
no
I'm
problem,
sorry.
brother.
I'm sorry.
All right, no problem, bro. All right. I get you excited, but just take it easy, bro. All right. All right. Thank you, Jeremy says, for the $5 super chat. This stream is a wealth of knowledge. I'll be rewatching it. Thank you for the support and the comment, Jeremy says. Much appreciation, bro. Thank you. Let me bring in Mr. Jay Takashi. He's been very patient. What's up, Jay? How you doing, bro?
How you doing, my brothers? My man Theo, my man IP, my man Jeremy Patton, my man Thomas, and all the other cats that are in here. I appreciate y'all support my man IP, and I'm glad we could all come together to talk about the Godfather. So I really appreciate everybody's love and respect here tonight. How you doing, IP?
A bit okay, brother. Obviously, I'm still sad about Kevin Samuels, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on Kevin Samuels, Jay Takashi.
What's really getting me, let me talk about it, Kevin, before I get to the because I want to get to that quickly. So like I said, Kevin was an inspiration to the Black community personally for me. He got us to start talking. He got us to start actually, making men powerful again, and actually letting them know they need to rip, they need to get to victory through their jaws, and just really just take this like they need to get their power. And what has become apparently glaring to me specifically nobody seems to mention his accolades of what he was doing. Like I said, mediocre tutorial reviews. No offense, not to give people a shout out, but like he's met a lot of cats on the sphere itself, and at least 3 of those cats that I rock with, he met two out of 3 of them, and they all talked about what an incredible person he was. You know, what type of information that they can get from him, so they can even better themselves even further. And like I said, when you have somebody back in your corner like that, trust me, man, there's no room to failure at that point. You just go and rise to the top as you should. So like I said, I may not agree 100% with everything Kevin said, but I agree 50. It was more like 50-50 where I heard what he was saying, and I definitely agreed and saw the things that he was saying, what he was talking about, of trying to fix our community and be the top tier that we can be. That because almost, I'm gonna be real, IP. He was technically the Superman of the group. We're gonna be real. He was Superman because he says he sees something great in us, our people, that we could be the top of all other races to be that plateau that people want to reach. So I do agree with him in terms of that. Yes, definitely agree with him. I would never shut the man down on any of that stuff he was saying, because he was really preaching it and he was about it. And he had his own group of circle of people such as yourself that actually see what he's saying, and then you're out here trying to help black men himself. So he technically inspired me, and everybody here to better themselves even more than what they already were probably doing. So I want to give him his jewels and his marbles, and rest in peace to the Godfather for all that he's done. Now let me get on these detractors real quick. It baffles me that they have the nerve to talk about someone's passing and the man hasn't even been gone 24 hours. It shows me what type of disgusting, insufferable, insignificant insects they are to think they could do something like this. Only pathetic people who have such a low rundown opinion of themselves would do something like this. It shows me that they have no character. It shows me that they are a bunch of ignoramuses, more like Neanderthals to me, because they do stuff like this because, I didn't agree with them, so therefore I'm going to bash and dance around the passing of somebody. I'm not with that. I will never be with that, and it is very tasteless and classless. They did the same thing with Kobe Bryant, and I was not a fan of that. That was retarded. No. You don't get to do that to people who actually have left a mark on a community or left a mark on the world. That is, like I said, it really shows how insecure and very childish you still got that diaper on your freaking rear, as far as I can see. Like, you're still babies, and the thing is, you're supposed to be grown adults, but you got a lot of hot air for calling yourself something that you're not, and a lot of brass to think that you can talk and down to someone's father, someone's son, as if they were nothing. You got 99 problems, and your mind is one of them. And that mouth. Because how you been my kid, I would have washed it with soap. Sugar, I made you swallow it, to be honest. I'm going to be real on that. I would have made you swallow it. Because you got a mouth on you. And if you was born with my parents, they would have backhanded your mouth for that. Whether you be a girl or a boy. So all in all, IP, all I'm going to say is the torch has been passed. He like I said, he may not physically be here, but the man's spirit lives on through the teachings that he's left to some of the black men around here. So, and trust me, I know it's a sucky situation. It took me a minute to process, because I didn't think it was true. I thought it was a rumor, just like everything else. Because I don't buy into rumors. I need physical evidence. I need all this before I can really sit down and say what I think on it. But since it was confirmed just this morning and everything, my shout out to the man's family, shout out to the man's daughter. Hopefully, there's some stuff there so she can live on her life, and and hopefully with just the mark he left with people, people can take the people who actually heard him. Let me say this right now, just any of them, the people who felt his mark will go on to carry on their lives to be even greater. So never forget that. That's us here, Theo, Jaron Patton, Thomas, you. I forget the other cats here, but the other cats here, like it's all up to, like it says, up to you to carve your own future. Thanks to that man, but also others behind him who also believed what he believed in. So, like I said, it's just, I know it sucks that a great one is gone, but don't let that get you guys down. Let it be the start, and be a phoenix and rise as you should, and don't
Thank
be like
you.
these detractors.
Thank you, Jay
That's
Takashi.
it.
Appreciate you, bro. Theo, Molten Brown. I looked up. That's a fragrance for bathing and washing. Is that what I thought it was like a tea or medicine? It's not. Oh, sorry, you're on mute. You're on mute, Theo.
The reason I'm saying that is an example of something you can buy on Amazon. Normally, you would go directly to the store and get it, but now you can get it on Amazon. So it's the same thing for Japanese teas. So I just put a link on there for Thomas for a store in Japan and London, which actually is actually rather good with Japanese products. Now there's actually teas in there, so you can find some of the teas that he likes, and then you can go to Amazon to see if the teas are there. That's how you do it. That's the process.
Can you put that link in the private chat? Because YouTube has probably stopped you from pasting that link on the live stream chat. That's for the Japanese store. So put in the private chat.
I will. Okay, hold on.
Thank you, Theo. All right, let me go to Sean M. You want to add anything? You've been quiet there, Sean M.
Yeah, just everybody stay up. We have a good network of guys, in the Discord, in the Facebook group, we're always chatting about, stocks, crypto, positivity, to travel. And just anybody in the chat, if y'all need anything, just reach out. We all look out for each other,
Absolutely. Thank you, Sean M. Appreciate you, bro.
Can I add
Pat, do
something?
it. Do you want to say something, Pat?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry for like interrupting. Like I wouldn't quarantine or showing interrupting. Like to serve the show, you know what I mean. Like but I had one question about fish oil. How often do you think I should take that every day? Like, is it worth taking? That's one question I have like for Theo.
Just take one capsule a day. That's about it. It just helps to process things in the body. You should also, if you use oil, like for cooking, or you should go pure organic olive oil. That's a really big one, and that's just historically speaking, it's helped human beings for a long time. So I would do that as well.
And my bad. Thank you, Theo. And my bad, IP. I'm not trying to interrupt people in the service show. It's just like I don't call in a lot, so you know what I mean.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem, Pat. No problem.
Go
brother.
ahead and talk to me on the Facebook group. Send me some questions there. I'm still in Facebook jail again, so I just again messenger. I'll answer you.
All right,
Maybe
thank
we'll
you,
get
Theo.
you on the Discord as well, Theo. I did send you an invite last year.
I know.
So
You
when
sent
you're ready,
it many times. I never got on it. Tony Berry sent it to me too. I didn't do it. The video
when
game
you
I played, I sent me a link. I didn't do it either. Me and Discord, just it doesn't work. I'm trying, man. I don't know.
and make sure you reply back to a message on IG as well, Theo. I've
Okay.
got an important message on there. I know you're busy.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
know. I'm bad. I try.
Thank you, Theo. So let me roll it to Thomas. Do you want to say anything else, Thomas? And before you speak, Thomas, sorry, bro. Brothers, make sure you call in. There's more spaces on for you to speak in on the panel. Don't be shy. Call in. If you want to add your thoughts on this live stream regarding Black Men's Health or Kevin Samuel, so call in. There's space in the panel. You there, Thomas?
Yeah, bro. Sorry, I was just checking out the link. Theo copied it. So I'm just checking the link. Theo pasted it. Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, brothers, man. We just need to focus on our health. Wow, Theo, this is actually a great store. Oh my gosh, I'm getting distracted.
See, I delivered, right? You said give me a Japanese store in Japan, in London. I was like, okay, put my Japanese hat on. I'm like, okay, if I want Japanese food, in London. Where do I go? And I just went through it and looked, and it was like, yep, this is it. This is the one that's real authentic. So they'll give you all kinds of advice about how to get the proper tea.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Thank you. Ichiba London. Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers, we just need to keep our heads up. The Godfather, we miss him, but he's still with us right now. We can feel his presence right now, still guiding us, still telling us to be helping us to be the best versions of ourselves. Just brothers, let this be a lesson. Just forget about these cliches, man. You've seen their actions on social media. You've seen their actions on YouTube. Just forget about them. Leave them. If you want black women, go for foreign black women. It's plain and simple, because they are the better alternative. KS promoted Colombian black women as well. So stop going for these quiches on the block and get foreign black women. Plain and simple, because they will honor you. They're conservative. It's just simple, brothers. And yeah, just focus on your health, physical, mental, and spiritual. That's all I have, Aki. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Theo. Hold on, Jaron. I think I've got a new caller. Mr. Black Unicorn 2440. I see you, brother. Can I bring you in with your camera on or off? Give me a thumbs up, brother, with your camera on. All right. All good, brother? Okay, let me bring in Mr. Black Unicorn 2444. Hold on. Mr. Black Unicorn 244, how you doing, brother? You okay? Can you hear me, Black Unicorn? We can't hear you, bro. You're on mute.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. How are you?
Doing all right, and yourself?
I'm doing okay, brother. A bit sad over Kevin Samuel's death. How are you feeling about that, brother?
I feel like it is a sad moment, because he's really done a lot to help, relationships. And he's really done a lot to really try to help.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Do you have any tips you want to bring in regarding black men's health? Mr. Black Unicorn? I don't know if you can hear me too well. Okay, thank you, Mr. Black Unicorn. Much appreciation, brother. Winifred 219 says, brothers are seriously sleeping on Tahitian woman. What's that? What the hell is Tahitian woman? Can you speak on that more, Winifred 19? And reach out to me on IG as well, bro. I'd love to speak to you about more about Tahitian women. Maybe we set up a live stream in the future. I've never heard about them. Where are they from, Tahitian women?
Tahiti.
Where's that?
Oh, sorry for you. Sorry.
I would say that sounds like Tahiti.
Where's that? I've never heard of that before. Tahiti. Is that in America?
No, in the middle of Pacific Ocean.
Oh, okay,
sure.
brother. Damn. Winifred 19, reach out to me on IG and let's speak on Tahitian woman, and then maybe we'll set up a live stream. Thank you, bro.
Sorry. I think this shop really has it. Hey, Theo, thank you very much for this shop.
See, I deliver. You asked me for something, I'm like, okay, here it is. I can figure it out. So I'm like, again, I'm in London. Where am I going to get my Japanese food? I'm like, okay, that's where I go right there.
Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Thomas. Shout out to Mr. Pat Do It for the $99.
Can I please say something to Theo real quick?
Yes, let me shout you out for your Pat first. Shout out to Pat Do It for the $99 super chat. Thank you, Pat. Much appreciation, bro. Pat, then I go to Jaron Patton afterwards. Go on, Pat.
Theo, tell me, I heard you talk about Russia. I didn't go to Russia, but I went to Poland, and the culture is a little. It's similar.
No. Sorry, bro.
I'm not gonna go too deep into like traveling. But tell me, Theo, how much do you miss living in Japan? Like, do you
No. This is not the stream for that. I told you already, Pat. No, it'd be a different stream, okay, brother? I told you already. We don't want to
Well-
speak about traveling. Keep it about Kevin
Pat.
Samuels or health, okay?
Pat, we'll do it on another stream. I'll come back, and I promise we'll talk about it. Okay.
Thank you, Dio.
All right, Pat. Normal, please, Pat. Can you be serious, Pat, and keep on topic, or I'll take you off the panel because you're getting a bit distracted here, Pat. It's kind of annoying me. So keep on the live stream topic, or just get off the call, brother, and call in another time, okay? Try to be respectful.
I'll keep on the live stream topic. I don't.
Oh gosh. All right, so let me go to let's see. Jaron Patton, go on, bro.
Hey, listen, like at the end of the day, people got have their difference of opinion about Kevin Samuels, and like don't, because if they wanted to believe everything they hear about him, because they're nothing more but idiots. Okay, that's what I'm about to say, because they're nothing more but idiots. Because, like I said, like Kevin Samuels done everything around here on YouTube. Like I said, he's the GOAT. He's the Godfather. He is everything. He taught us everything. He helped us out. And if it wasn't for him, he would not be on YouTube. And I know people look at him as the enemy, but like I said, they're idiots. And so it's the BWs who are idiots that celebrating him and his death, because they can, like I said, they belong down here. Okay? They are sick and twisted, and they are disgraceful. So, like I said, just like Jay says, we have to keep our head up, and we need to think about our future and make a difference. And what Thomas and Thomas, you're my man at all, and I hope you agree what I just said, and I hope that all the brothers agree every word I just said too. So, I said my piece, and rest in peace to the Godfather himself, Kevin Samuels. He will never be forgotten. That's all that matters. Until the haters who are hating on Kevin Samuels, go to hell. Go to hell.
Thank you. He's whispering, go to hell.
Yeah. I said it three times, so I just want to let them know. So that's all I'm about to say. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Take care, bro. Let me roll it to Chad the Great. Chad the Great, do you want to chime in on this topic further? What else is on your mind regarding this topic of black men's health, bro?
Just being sorry, health conscious. Sorry, I was going through Instagram.
This is some 98 disco tunes. Is that your type of speed, bro?
No, some Canadian girls are coming here to Miami. They DM me saying what's going on or whatever. I was just watching their Instagram story.
Okay.
No, I'm just being consistent and trying to be healthy, man. Like in terms of black men's health, I literally like just signed up for the gym again, and I mean, I've always been eating healthy. You know, it's weird. I'm not sure if you guys know that progressive commercial. They were talking about you acting like your parents. That's like the funny commercial. So like my father is I believe he turns 63 or 64 in August. I've never seen this man sick ever. Like my father's like a pescatarian, only eats vegetables, doesn't drink soda, drinks juice once in a while, always drinks water, barely eats rice, barely eats bread. Like this guy's like super ultra like everything. Drinks green tea, or you know we're Jamaican, so he drinks like Cersei a lot. He has a house in Naples here in Florida now, where he plants all his food in the backyard. Like he's like super like healthy. I've never seen him sick in the last 20 something years I've been living with him. So that's the kind of the wave I'm on right now. Pretty much eating cleaner. For like the last 6 or 7 years, I've been cooking most of the week, like at least 6 or 7 days out of the week. I eat out like once a week. But I eat like I go to like a Latin restaurant and get some like rice and beans and chicken or steak. Or if not, I go to like a Jamaican spot and get some like saltfish or get some like jerk chicken or something of that sort. But I mainly eat clean during the week, man. And then I see a lot of guys that I work with. I work in the nightlife, so a lot of them drink every night. I I mean, I'm in the club like 4 or 5 nights a week, but I drink like once every 2 weeks. I literally like when everybody's taking shots, I pour myself some water and I take it. I really I'm trying to get like very health conscious because I see a lot of problems for a lot of brothers in their like late 30s, 40s, and 50s. And it said the best times of your life is supposed to be in your 40s and 50s. It's not really your 20s. So a lot of people give away their 20s, like living it up, partying, and so on and so forth, and they suffer for it later on in life. So pretty much, man, I'm just trying to establish a routine. I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to eat cleaner. And then my other point I wanted to say, like when I travel, a lot of times I always get sick because the food is clean in other countries, like Brazil, Colombia, DR, Jamaica, Bahamas, because the food is really regulated by the government. Everything is capitalistic here in America, where the government say they regulate stuff, but they really don't. They're really just trying to make a buck. They're really just trying to get that tax money. So that's why a lot of these companies can put whatever they want in the food. So that's why food is so cheap in other countries because it's like regulated by the government. Like food, healthcare, and school is so affordable or so good in other countries because it's regulated by the government, and the government really look into that. Unlike here, where it's like a capitalistic society where the government is like, hey, as long as you're gonna pay us off, we're gonna let anything slide.
Yeah, that's very true. A lot of corruption in these Western countries. There's a lot of things in food where I'm thinking, how can they put that in there? And no one's talking about it. The politicians aren't, you know, speaking about the GMOs in food and all that nonsense. It's crazy.
I love America, but that's the main thing Kevin was talking about. Like everything is always about the dollar. Like, what about
Mm.
family? What about because you can't build generational wealth and you can't build a community without family. It starts with a family, and it seemed like everybody's regulated family to a dollar amount, and they give up their family for the money. And when you're on your like your deathbed or you're in a bad predicament and so on and so forth, you really have nobody to call because you have no family. You trade in your family for some money.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. There's got to be a balance. Family is important, but of course, we all want to have children in the future. We want to have a family, and America it is a corporation. The history of America is it's literally a corporation, but it's a country, but it's a corporation. So I'm not surprised why everything's all about the power of the dollar. But
Yeah,
thank you, Chad. Go on, Thomas.
I mean, yeah, America is a corporation, bruv. I mean, look at the American health system. I mean, brother, compared to the NHS in the
Mm.
UK, I mean, the NHS, brother, come on, bro, that's like a blessing for us UK brothers.
Yeah, it's
That's like,
free.
yeah, it's all free. I don't know how you American brothers do it with your health system. If they pay all that money,
It's crazy. I can't believe you got to pay for health. It's ridiculous to me, to be honest. That should be free, but America is just a different beast. You want to say something, Theo?
Yeah, again, it's not. Yeah, I mean, we do have a health issue here in America, and preventative health is ridiculously absent, and that's one of the big problems we have now, particularly for the Black community, but particularly for Black men. Black men tend not to go to the hospital, tend not to take the preventative measures that are necessary. And because of that, I mean, most of us shouldn't be paying Social Security because we'll never hit 60 years old, right? So that's kind of a problem. And we just need to have a campaign and better services for Black men. But no, the money goes into Planned Parenthood, for the women so they can do their little thing there.
Ridiculous. Mr. Black Unicorn 2440. And brothers, feel free to call in. There's more space in the panel if you want to chime in on this discussion.
Yeah,
Anything else
can
you
you
want
hear
to
me?
add? I can hear you now, brother.
Okay, I'm sorry about the confusion earlier. It's my first time using the platform. I was just commenting on Kevin, and to say I never knew ever since the first episode that I think the one that really broke him when he was talking about talked to the women, said they were average at best. That was basically, I guess, you seeing him turn like, you hate to use a Dragon Ball Z term, but seeing him go Super Saiyan and doing a Kamehameha on the ABWs, because he really put things in perspective, or tried to attempt to help put things in perspective, that they were basically overrating themselves.
Mhm.
And also, another thing I appreciated about Kevin is that even though he's a professional, educated man, he did not look down on blue collar workers, and he used that several times as saying how these ABWs have like say overrated themselves, and many times put themselves above being with blue collar workers, hard working men, just because they just thought they were above them. And so we just knew that the way he spoke and carried himself, he was professional, educated, but he was really trying to help put couples together, and some of them took advantage of it. Not all of them resisted, but the overwhelming majority of ABWs, westernized BWs, they did not appreciate it, and that did not realize what he was really offering them if they just took the opportunity to listen. And so, once again, he will be greatly missed, but I do appreciate the opportunity to be on the panel with UIP and you, Theo, and Thomas Denham as well, because you guys are doing good work, and really enjoy the programs and the insight that you give, along with Tony as well. And so I'm glad I was able to actually catch a live program, because most of the time I'm trying to catch up and watching the replays. But you're really doing a lot of good work, and I appreciate what you do. And I just wanted to chime in for the first time and let you know. So, chime out.
All right, thanks for that, Black Unicorn 2440. Appreciate you, bro. Sean M, do you want to chime in on anything further regarding this topic?
No, I mean, we've pretty much talked about everything I was gonna say.
Okay, thanks, Sean M.
Mhm.
Chad the Great, you want to chime in on this topic any further?
I'm set for the night, man. I'm about to get ready to go to work. Like I always say, man, I hope you brothers are taking care of yourself. The older you get, the more work you got to put in, like Kevin's always saying. And then just establish a routine, man. Like join the gym, start eating healthier. Like everyone is saying earlier, go to the doctor, get checked out, make sure you're good, and put the work in.
Awesome, thank you, Chad. If no new brother calls in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to end this stream. We're almost at 3 hours, which I think is a good amount. Theo, once again, Theo, thank you for your tips and suggestions. G, a lot of fruits. Any fruits do you recommend brothers to eat that's good for the immune system? I think immune system is very important. That's what protects you from bad things. So you got to strengthen your immune system, eat healthy, eat a lot of vitamins, fruits. What's your thoughts about that, Theo? What fruits?
When I was doing my recovery from cancer, I had blueberries and strawberries every day. So, like, without fail, it was always inside my oatmeal. So that's one that I recommend. After about 2 years of doing that, I stopped. Kind of want to go back to it now. So I'm in a hotel right now, so I'm probably gonna start doing the oatmeal thing again like that tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's about it. Most of the sugar, there's a lot of sugar inside of fruit, so by the time it gets into your bloodstream, it's usually it's nearly the same as processed sugar, so you shouldn't eat it.
Okay, awesome, Theo. So you're saying fruits aren't because of the sugar? It's not that good.
Yeah, because of the sugar, you shouldn't do it. For the most part, you shouldn't do it. Another one that's kind of decent actually is watermelon. To be honest, it's actually rather good for you. But like the stuff that I like to eat, like pineapple, nah, it's not pure sugar. Oranges, apples, yeah, that's designed to keep you fat first, so you can survive a winter. So you shouldn't be doing those. Although I love them. I mean, of course, it's good if you're a kid growing up. But if you're over 35, there's no real reason to be having that anymore.
Awesome. Thanks, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Cold Black for the $10 super chat. If you're a black man and you need to go to the ER, there's a good chance you will get treated like crap if you get a BW nurse. They have flooded the system here in the US. That's a shame.
Not just the ER, anywhere. Don't limit it there. Yeah. There's a reason why, like a lot of times if there's an ABW around, I'll just make sure that I don't cam up. I'll just go straight with my voice. So I get respect. I got a white accent. So she'll say, "Oh, there's a white boy," and she'll treat me with respect. Once I start camming up, once she starts figuring out who I am, she starts disrespecting me. I'm like, "Yo, winch, what the hell? I'm still the same person. What, really?" Because Becky and the Snow Bunnies, they don't treat me that way.
That's why the Beckys. Oh no, I'm sorry. You know what? These geishas here, they have an inferiority complex. I just realized that I feel. I just realized that. I mean, they wear the white woman's weave, they bleach their skin, they wear the blue contact lenses, and their eyelashes. They have their Wolverine long fingernails. Yeah. They have an inferiority complex, bro.
I'll say this, Thomas. Do this, okay? You want to know about respect? You go to that restaurant. You go to that store, Ichiba London. You go in there, say you're learning Japanese, and just kind of sit down. Make sure you look presentable. You'll see the treatment that I'm talking about because the Japanese will be all over you. You'll get that. You'll get that first thing, and that's again. You see how Kevin Samuels showed how we are disrespected by ABWs, and same thing in London. They have no respect for us whatsoever. And as other people have called in, they said they didn't know it was this bad for black men. I'm like, where have you been? Like, really? Because I knew this in the 80s. Like, a long time ago. I knew white was bad.
It was happening in the 80s. And the 80s, some people say the 80s was the best era.
No, they were dissing us back then, too. Yeah, Gen X. That's where it happens. It's that, last week, before this all happened, Kevin Samuels was going after Gen X. And that was really true because Gen X women were the ones who spearheaded treating black men like dirt. And that's exactly what they did. And so when he started saying that for black women, it was a wrap, I was like, thank God. They deserve it. That's a pronouncement that's just well-deserved.
Shout out to Cold Black for that super chat. Thank you, bro. Sorry, carry on, Thomas.
Wow, that's shocking, bro. I can't believe that. Janet, wow.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks, It's dumb. Because I always thought, black women from the 80s, they were better than black women from today. Damn.
Not for Gen X. Now, that's when it started. So what was going on with us is Kevin Samuels properly explained is that we were trained to love them, be with them, listen to them, give them energy and attention. Whereas the women were trained, which we didn't know, the women were trained that we were the enemy, we were trying to use them, and they were better than us. And so we went into this thinking about how to fix them and help them out, and they saw us as aggressors. And this is where the problem was really going on. So the guys started resorting to simping because they didn't know how to deal with the situation. And so, I mean, I'm gonna say, do you have dogs?
No.
I've got dogs. I got them right here. You know the reason? If you're a dog owner, one of the things you're not supposed to do is hit your dog, because your dog is trained to love you, and if you if you hit the dog, the only thing the dog can do is become more submissive and try to do things for you, because the dog is not emotionally trained to attack you. That's just the way it is. So that only thing the dog can do is suffer. Well, that's why I say, like, for a lot of Gen X men, the ones who are super simping, they had no defense against the assault that Gen X women were giving to them. They'd had no clue. And so all that they did is become submissive and started simping. I'm included with this. And Kevin was very good in dissecting this and actually showing how relevant this was. So that's why you have to stand up for yourself. It's like a dog saying, I'm to heck with this. I'm biting the collar off. I'm going my own way. That's what we did. This is what we're doing now.
Awesome. Yeah, these BWs, bro. I mean, winter is still here for them because yeah, they're still single. They're still asking for, oh, where's that high value man? And they're gonna be asking themselves that till their grave.
Mm-hmm. It's not happening. Yeah, it's like, go buy the dog. Yep. You're gonna die alone. That's it. Become somebody's auntie, because that's the best you're gonna do. This is it. Like, this is not gonna happen. And he like Monday, he was going through popular black actresses from the 60s. Remember that?
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was showing that how they had to admit that they were the ones who were ruining their relationships. And these women were 10s, right? So he turned around and said, what hope do you have if these women died alone? What are you going to do? Right? Are you going to do better? I don't think so. Like, heck yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. You're my man. Thank you.
The thing what I don't understand the mentality, like you're liberal and you want you want a conservative man, but you don't want to be conservative yourselves. Like, it doesn't make any sense. How you I'm told myself, bro, I'm not gonna when the time I get children, I'm not gonna raise them in the UK, bro. I'm just gonna raise them abroad.
Mm-hmm. You have to raise them far away from the modern woman. Because they have this dichotomy that they want. This is what Kevin is showing. They want two different things that are mutually exclusive. And this is part of the reason why not only they're dying alone, but they're miserable, they're taking meds, they're drinking wine, and they can't deal with life. And what they need to do is use their skills and date a normal man who loves them. And then they will be able to progress forward. But few of them will do this. And that's why, you want a good stock tip? Buy stuff that single older women want to buy. Like, get some stock in it, because that train ain't gonna stop for a long time.
Thank you, brothers. Hold on. Shout out to Cyril1987 for the $4.99 super chat. Gen X BW started all of it. Freaknik showed some vile behavior from them. I remember Freaknik. Wasn't that Atlanta thing back a couple of years ago? Nonsense, just degeneracy in general, and that's why a lot of people don't respect BWs. It's just stupidity coming from that particular segment. Thanks for that, Suo. Shout out to Keith Jenkins for the $10 super chat. Thank you, Keith. Salute, bro, and the panel. Much appreciation to you, Keith Jenkins. Thank you, brother, for the support. Thank you. We got 90 people watching. Should I carry on for a bit? Theo, Thomas, Chad, are you brothers tired?
I should probably take off. I need to get my exercise in because of my doctor tracks my health app. So I do need to go ride my bike.
Okay, Theo. Thank you very much for calling in, Theo.
Yep.
Keep well, keep safe, keep healthy, and get back to
I'll
me on
contact you. I'll get you on IG. See you guys.
Thanks, Theo.
Take it easy, Theo. Thank you.
Peace out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about to check out. I gotta go to work. But I just had a quick joke.
Okay. Go on,
So
bro.
for the American BW is an ABW. What if she's British? Is that a BBW?
What the?
The hell? Brother's EBW.
A BW from Britain, but she's a BBW.
Okay, Chad. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate you, bro, for the joke.
I'll keep watching for my phone, man. I hope you guys have a good night and stay safe, man.
All right,
Have a
thank
good
you,
night
Chad.
as well.
Appreciate you,
All
bro.
right.
Have a good night, brother. Shout out
Thanks
to
for having me on.
Mr.
IP, I'm
Jeremy.
going to drop off as well. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, thank you, Black Unicorn. Have a good night. Okay, thank you, brother. Shout out to Jeremy Sears for the $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. Iconic stream IP. Thank you, Jeremy Sears. It was a great stream. Particularly the black. Obviously, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, but the black male health part. I'm gonna rewatch this. I'm gonna post this video as soon as possible on my channel. I'm gonna rewatch it tomorrow and write some notes down because health is very important. Make sure you drink your green tea. Green tea is a very good tea. It cleanses your body. It makes you feel good. We got to start drinking a lot of water, vitamin D, vitamin C, eating right because health is very important. So thanks for that, Jeremy says. It was iconic. Brothers, feel free to call in. I can go on for a bit more. You want to say something, Thomas?
Speaking of health, I need to go to that Japanese shop IP. It's in Stratford, East London.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try and get there in person, but yeah, I'm gonna look presentable because if I see a Japanese chick there,
You already know, man. This guy Thomas, man, 007 in the cut.
I thank Kevin Samuels for this, bro. I'm just gonna come in smart clothing and pretend, no, I'm just say it. Normal guy who's learning Japanese, and I want to see their reactions.
Yeah, make sure you introduce yourself in Japanese. Hajime mashite. Namae wa. Then you say Thomas des. Oh, yoroshiku ne. Oh, and then then you go on from there. It's Doko Shishinwa. So that's where you're from in Japan. They go, oh, Nihongo, George, you speak good Japanese. And yeah, so you do well, Thomas, man. You're a clean cut brother.
Thanks,
007,
bro.
so you're good, bro.
I'm gonna do a lot of practice. Thanks.
Awesome, Thomas. You want to say something, Sean M, or you good, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, Sean M. I see you in the Discord, Sean M, putting in work. I appreciate you, bro. I'm reading your comments on the Discord. That is you on the Discord, right, Sean M? Unless it's someone else.
Yeah, no, that's me. I know it's me, John, and all the other guys. We chop it up especially in the stocks and crypto chat. That's why, like, I'm mentioning to some of the guys if they aren't in the chat, like myself, John, we're dropping like intel. Like this is stuff like people would potentially have to pay for. Because we're giving good intel and like a lot of the stuff that we talk about, it's really good intel. It can help you, do better in the markets.
Yes, indeed.
Not financial advice, of course, but
Awesome. Thanks, Sean M. So if no brother calls in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to end the stream. So Sean M, do you have any closing statements at all regarding the stream or in general?
Yeah, just everybody stay positive. If y'all need anything, reach out, to any of the brothers. Stay on your health grind. We talked about a lot today. If you got to go back and rewind and rewatch it to hear about like the different dieting tips, different proteins, teas, different things like that, herbs, etc. All that stuff is good. Everything that Theo was talking about. That's that's all that stuff is like facts, and like with Kevin Samuels passing, we just gotta stay positive, continue, our message, through or continue his message through us, and just stay positive, and then continue on your grind, because very soon, I know more of us are gonna be on the road traveling. I'm personally trying to plan a trip to Colombia probably in a couple months. But just stay on your grind, stay focused. Everything's gonna work out.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for that, Sean M. Thomas, do you have any closing statements, bro?
Oh yeah, excellent live stream, bro. Thank you very much. Classic live stream. We need. I think one of these days we need to celebrate the Godfather's birthday. I'll check. I think he was born in 1965. So I'll see if I can see his birthday, because yeah, it would really be good for us to celebrate his birthday. Yeah, he was a shepherd in this movement, IP, and like I said before, from when brothers discovered Kevin Samuels, they discover you, IP, and they discover Fresh and Fit. And IP, thank you for being a great mentor for us, bro. Keep up the great work, brother.
Hey, thank you for the kind words, Thomas. Thank you, Sean M. Thank you to everyone who super chatted tonight. Thank you to everyone who cash out tonight. Thank you to everyone who liked the video. Please like the video if you've not liked it already. Thank you to all those who called in. Theo, Black Unicorn, Chad, J Bones, and any other brother that I forgot. Thank you for calling in, brothers. It's greatly appreciated. Once again, rest in peace to Mr. Kevin Samuels. It's been great watching these videos. And brothers, let's keep moving forward. Let's keep making sure his message gets out there and he's not forgotten. Make sure you comment your thoughts on this video when it drops to my channel. Give your flowers and give your props to Kevin Samuels in the comment section of this video. Especially if you couldn't call in, make sure you express your thoughts on what he's done for you. I'll be dropping this video straight after I end this stream. I'll work on dropping it as soon as possible within the next few minutes. It's a shame, but we have to move forward and we're gonna be all right. So thank you to all the brothers for your contributions. Okay. Yep. And brothers, I will see you, brothers, on the next live stream. Okay. Look after yourselves, brothers. Get healthy, get wealthy. And when you're 19, reach out to me on IG, please. And let's speak about TET Woman. And sorry, brothers, for the interruption midstream, regarding the Pat guy. I just thought he kept trying to turn the conversation to traveling. And to me, that's disrespectful, regarding if we're speaking about Kevin Samuel's death and health. We're not speaking about traveling. We're not speaking about Japan or Brazil. We're going to speak about Kevin Samuels and black men's health. Well, that ties in together. So I had to just tell the brother, no, be on topic, okay? We got to be respectful when we speak about people who have died. And if we're speaking about serious issues like black men's health, that needs to be prioritized and not traveling. Black men need to be prioritized and our mental and physical well-being. So once again, brothers, have a good day wherever you are around the world. Have a great weekend and be easy. Don't be too sad. Like I told you, de-stress, look after your physical body, sleep well, drink a lot of water, make sure you're hydrated, take your vitamins, eat well. Rewatch this video, a lot of tips regarding how to be healthy from various brothers, and be easy, brothers. So thank you very much, and I will see you, brothers, on my next live stream. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brothers.